and the right technical precision. As always, we begin with the Flash Challenge. The winner will get first pick of the human canvas for the elimination tattoo. In this Flash Challenge, you'll be applying one of the most popular designs to your canvas, a beveled star. It sounds kind of easy, right? Not necessarily. Each one of your clients wants their star on either their knee or on their elbow.
Lord have mercy. It's really hard to get a bevel star on a kneecap or an elbow. Basically, the skin is very calloused, so it's gonna be really hard to get the points really, really tight on some crazy skin.
Your star must be smooth with tight lines and a clear, symmetrical design.
Not only is the skin calloused and possibly scarred from just, years of abuse, but you're dealing with a warping area of skin that's constantly stretching.
Technical precision in this challenge means putting very straight, perfect lines on very rounded objects. Basically, knees and elbows have peaks and they have valleys. Trying to do straight lines through both of those are very hard to do.
Ah, dude, that's tricky. Let me redo it.
A knee, it's just really, really hard to do a straight line on.
I don't like that.
I don't know if I should do it bigger or smaller. I'm so freaking out.
So my elbows aren't that bad then?
No, your elbows are bad. They're bad. They're not gonna be fun to tattoo. They're really wrinkly. My head is in it. I have the mindset to win. I feel like I'm in it right now.
This is something I can knock out of the park. You're dealing with straight lines, and for a star, it's gonna be obvious if it's not straight.
Competition's heating up. We're just trying to figure out where the next weak link is. Hopefully somebody's gonna stumble.
Starting to feel like a knee now?
I'm feeling like a knee.
1 hour left.
If you get shaky, you gotta let me know, 'cause I don't wanna make a mistake here if your arm moves down, I'll be all... Boy, I got a bad elbow. He's a wrinkly boy.
I picked this bright-ass green to really show the contrast between the two bevels, the black and green. Sometimes that green takes a little time to start popping.
It's gonna be hard to knock Shane off his throne. It's gonna be a large undertaking to surpass him. Man, you cannot get that green to stick in a door. One chink in the armor, who knows?
I'm a hot mess.
I'm hoping that everybody else drops the ball.
Final 5.
We're in a time constraint, so I'm doing the best I can.
It's time. Put your machines down. Step away from the canvases. All right, guys. Don't forget we're judging on straight lines, solid color, and symmetry. Tommy, let's take a look at your work first.
It's nice and solid, straight outline.
It's a really light color.
Yeah, I kind of think that wish was a little more vibrant.
Hi, Heather.
Hi.
Let's take a look.
I do feel like the line is slightly a little thick.
Just a choice I made aesthetically.
Maybe a little bit pointier in the center. It's a little bit wide where the stars line up.
I'm getting pretty exasperated. My work just seems to go unnoticed. It'd be nice to win something for once.
And how you doing, Shane?
Good, man.
Did you pick that color?
I gave her a few bright colors. They asked her which one she liked the best.
The color, I was hoping to be a little more vibrant. I'm hoping it'll brighten up with time.
He was struggling with the color. It's one of his weakest Flash challenges for him. This is a competition, so the more bad tattoos I see, the better it means for me.
And James, let's take a look at the star.
You have like a big field of red and then like a sharp drop right to the skin, stopping right at the line. I know it doesn't really look intentional.
Josh.
It fits his arm really well, fits nice and squarely on there, and the color looks nice and even throughout.
Yeah, it looks
good.
even. The skin doesn't look traumatized.
The outline's perfectly straight.
What's up, Billy? Dan got his knee done. Let's take a look.
It's weird, it's kind of brown.
It actually goes from like a burgundy out to, that's actually lipstick red, but...
No, it looks brown.
Now, Leah.
I
think it's super bright and solid. If anything, it could have gone just a little lower.
We put it lower before the stencil, and it looked kind of like a starfish. That's why we put it higher, so it looked more like a star.
I don't think her lines were as clean as they could have been. The ends of the stars were not very crisp. They kind of came off to a rounded point.
So for this flash challenge, we tested your technical precision skills by seeing how well you tattooed a simple beveled star on a difficult place. There is one artist who stood out. And that one is Josh. How quickly the tide turned. Look at that.
That was the goal. So Flash Challenge win number 2. I'm super stoked. Now they're gonna have a hard time trying to eliminate me.
In this week's elimination tattoo, you'll be inking a style that many cultures consider sacred, tribal.
Definition of a clean tribal tattoo would have to be clean lines, saturated, large area of black.
Throughout history, the tribal tattoo has been very important. They were used to identify the enemy in war, as symbols of marriage, and to establish a status within the tribe. You'll be creating a tattoo that incorporates your own personal style, as well as traditional tribal elements.
Shane.
My canvas has like nice white skin, so black's gonna really look good on it. Let me see the area you're talking about, and what's your
Up here,
what do you got with the what's all the irritation from?
I have psoriasis.
Have you gotten a tattoo when it's been this flared up?
No, it's usually not.
I'm just concerned, like, trying to heal it over the next 4 or 5 days while it's flared up. I don't know what's gonna happen when I start tearing into his skin. I'm just against the wall. How you doing, man? Good. He's got a little psoriasis here. I'm just concerned about you.
With psoriasis, your body's pushing blood to the surface and white blood cells trying to heal it. Medically, it'll take about 4 to 5 times longer to heal, and you're more susceptible to infection.
I'm really sorry, man, but I don't think that we can let you do this.
Okay.
We appreciate you being here.
No, that's great.
And
I understand.
that leaves you without a canvas.
Yeah, no backup. I'm one of the good competitors on this show. Am I getting screwed like that fast?
I don't know. I mean, how do you feel about getting tattooed? Yeah?
You could do that. So I'm the victim. Because it could be unfair to the game, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to step back and let the boys do the judging. How long have you been doing this?
14 years.
If he messes me up, I'm throwing him a beat. I don't want anything solid, because being on the knee, it's gonna fade out and I don't wanna have to get a touch-up.
Yeah, no problem. We're doing like a tribal skull and incorporating some light, fancy line work in there too.
That's a good line. The location I picked wasn't the brightest on my side. The last time I got my knee tattooed was about 5 years ago, long enough to forget about the pain. Outline's done, huh?
Yeah. Do you want me to shade inside so they look like deeper cavern-like?
Highlight the flames as the teeth and the eyes, then bring in the pentacle.
Yeah, I'm worried because Ton didn't want me to do anything bold in there. So now I feel like it's kind of weak looking.
If we filled it in, I think it'd be too much, don't you?
It probably would overpower a little bit,
Yeah.
Welcome, guys, to another elimination round. For this week's elimination tattoo, we asked you to create a tribal tattoo that incorporates your own personal style. All right, Shane. How'd it go with Ton, man?
He's a little intimidating, but...
We can tell you didn't go over and over these lines to make sure they were smooth. I'm not saying every line on here was one pass, but wherever you stopped and started is pretty seamless.
You laid lines down and you took it home.
Thanks, man.
This week, we're testing your use of value, the degree of lightness and darkness in your tattoo.
Value is being able to show dark to light with smooth transitions. Basic tattooing 101.
For this flash challenge, we have a special group of canvases for you. Each of today's canvases has suffered a severe injury. Wow. You will have to transform their gnarly scars into phenomenal tattoos.
The hardest part about working with scars is that you're not tattooing regular skin that is smooth. You could break the skin, traumatize it more, It's tough.
Scars are often extremely sensitive. Because they have excess collagen, they don't hold ink as well as undamaged skin. So it's even more challenging to smoothly transition from dark to light values. And Joe had a knee surgery for a baseball injury.
Tattoo baby?
Right here. Scar be gone. Tattooing a kneecap's one of the most difficult areas to work with because it's a very bumpy, sensitive, yet rough-skinned area. I just gotta go in and rock this with confidence.
Tattoo baby.
As far as value goes, you have a very good range of dark black underneath the crest of the wing fading out into the feathers. A lot of good different color values throughout this tattoo, from the beak to the head to the neck to the tufts around the shoulders.
For this flash challenge, we asked you to transform scars into phenomenal tattoos. Some of you succeeded. Tattoo baby.
You really showed rich tones and nice fades, and you did a really good job putting it on a knee, which is already a difficult area.
The judges have decided. The winner of today's flash challenge is... Tattoo baby.
I feel like I needed this. I am so excited.
This week, we're testing ingenuity.
Ingenuity in a tattoo is using a design in a creative way to work well on the body and be visually appealing.
Today, you must find a unique way to use your canvas's anatomy to make your tattoo come to life.
What? What does that mean?
From armpits to belly buttons to a fist or a foot, you must work with the shape and movement of that body part to create an illusion.
Like, seriously? I'm here for one thing. So this time, I'm not screwing around.
Craig is here to play the game against other strong artists, and he chose to go head-to-head with me. I definitely feel the heat because you're a rad tattooer.
I wasn't going for anybody easy. You've been killing it.
Thank you. Huge mistake going up against me. I'm tattooing a bold, bright, traditional tattoo on this guy's knee ditch to knock Craig out. Oh, yeah.
Today, you had to use ingenuity to come up with a clever way to transform your canvas's body part. Each of you tattooed head-to-head with another artist. One of you will win, and one of you will lose. Craig, you went head-to-head with Katie.
In the bends of the knee, the skin is very soft, it's very delicate. I think you did a great job applying this tattoo. The way it's placed on here, when her leg's straight, it looks great. When her leg's bent, it looks great. It's just a really smooth, slick tattoo.
Katie.
Overall, I think you did hit the challenge. The only design element that I don't really love is the shape of the tongue. It looks like these could be cherries, but the shading, the color, it's all strong. It's a fun, cool tattoo.
All right, guys, between Craig and Katie, who took this one?
Man, Craig's is so slick and smooth. Go with Craig.
I'm going with Craig.
Craig got this one.
The judges have decided the winner of this head-to-head battle is Craig. Today, you had to use ingenuity to create an illusion on your canvas's skin. It's time to find out who the human canvas jury determined had the worst tattoo of the day. Katie, you're here because the human canvas jury determined that you had the worst tattoo of the day.
I'm proud of the tattoo. I feel like it's really clean. I stand by it for sure.
They didn't like the tongue, and they didn't like the lack of detail. I can kind of agree on the tongue.
It's just the style, man. Some people aren't into traditional kind of imagery, so I think if the others didn't like it, what you heard.
All right, Danny, thank you.
Katie, obviously you've got to please the public, so anytime you do something that's kind of hard to understand, you run that risk. You could have had a lot cooler tongue in there and even made this thing even better.
Lesson learned.
Today, you must use ingenuity to create mashup tattoos. With two completely opposing styles, you must use ingenuity to weave these styles together in a way that makes sense and creates a cohesive design.
It's gonna get wild.
There are a lot of styles in tattooing that are really similar, and making sure that those are distinctly different while you're trying to make that one cohesive tattoo is gonna be really hard.
Don't make a yard sale of tattoos. Just do enough to show off and to win.
My life, I'm nervous.
Need anything, Katie?
I gotta work on this still.
It's a real skull right there. The references are so dope.
I've got my hands full. I got shots fired on me.
Make sure there's just a thin line outside the nose.
Lucky for me, my coach is really good with skulls. He's trying to help me get through this because he knows that I'm going through a tug of war in my head and I'm losing my mind.
Today, you had to think outside of the box to create mashup tattoos. Katie.
The mixing of styles is definitely there, but the legibility of the skulls in the center, they're a little too busy and a little too muddy to really stand out and be strong. It does take away from the optical illusion of it being that 3 sides. Your process got away from you.
Today, you had to create mashup tattoos. Based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines.
Katie, the reason you're down here is technical application. You've got to be more precise. You've got to get it clean. You've got to get it solid.
I worked my ass off to even be here. I gave up a lot of time with my daughter. I'm a young mom, 25. I have a 6-year-old at home. I came from nothing. I'm sorry, y'all.
I stand behind Katie. She did not have the worst in the room. Teammate or no teammate, my team knows integrity to me is the most, and I won't let people stay around that suck.
I'm gonna fight for my team. That's
Well,
just
you
me
fight
as
your
a
way,
coach.
bro. You do your thing. I'm talking about me.
Okay, you always talking about you.
If you as good as me, you would too.
Wait till the finale, bro. You're about to get sniped out.
You're gonna have
quick.
to wait.
Eat you up, spit you out like a purple Jolly Rancher, mother.
It's time for the judges to decide who is going home. The challenge of the day being a cohesive design with different styles. I think Katie hit it the best.
For me, Katie's safe.
Would you agree with that, Chris?
Safe.
And today, you must tattoo whatever your canvas wants in some of the most difficult places.
Oh no.
From heads and necks to armpits and butts, it will take creativity to design a tattoo that fits the body part perfectly.
I don't want to touch a butt.
Jimmy. What's up, brother?
Food dog on his elbow. Stacy.
I don't know what a food dog is, but that thing was aimed right for my face. Food dog to the face.
TJ.
Light. Feather it to nothing. How high can I take it before they're like, that's too much? I wouldn't go crazy high.
My biggest issue right now is the fact that my Raven skull looks like a flaming Raven skull.
You gotta either feather it out to nothing or do something to give it a little woof woof.
Yeah, that's why I just stopped it right there. Feathering out, all it did was just make the tattoo uneven looking.
Spend your last little bit just cleaning up that background, making it purposeful.
I'm gonna beat my ass for this background.
Today, you are being tested on creativity, tattooing difficult body parts. TJ.
What's up, fellas?
This one is just tough to read, man. What are we looking at here?
It's a 3-eyed Raven skull.
I think on Gothic Ice Cream Cone Day, nailed it.
The challenge was creativity and the placement. I put it on the knee and it's creative.
The background up top, not a fan of. It's not making any kind of sense or anything.
I was gonna like kind of wisp it through from the top and kind of wisp it down through the bottom.
In that last-ditch effort, man, I think you screwed yourself.
Stacy.
The more you look at this tattoo, the more confusing it gets. If you look at this top, that looks like feathers.
It's not supposed to be realistic. It's definitely more illustrated.
We just also noticed that not only are the fangs coming from the lips, but there are 5 teeth in between them. It's got a center tooth on the top and the bottom.
It's an illustration.
Even if you're illustrating, anatomy counts. You can't have a muzzle that looks like a hot dog bun and say, it's an illustration.
All right, I'm out of here. Bye.
Jimmy.
What's up?
It's a smart play because it's nothing symmetrical. The shape of the tortoise shell on the kneecap is what lends itself to making this a good design. The tortoise shell is not perfect. It can sit awkwardly on that ball of the kneecap. That's the part where placement is a smart play here.
It's a cute little tattoo, man.
Today, you had to prove your creativity, and based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines.
I was going strictly off creativity. My tattoo is a lot stronger than mimicking a frog.
JP's got a hard-to-read frog, but everybody's gonna know it's a frog. There's gonna be people that still don't understand that this is a skull.
Of the 3 up there, I think the bottom half of TJ's is the best tattoo.
The top half is just beat.
A cathedral on a kneecap, there's no way to win. It's waving everywhere. You set yourself up for this moment.
For today's challenge, you must tattoo neo-traditional animals.
Gotcha. I'm scared. I love animals. They're so cute. Neo-traditional. I'm just gonna jump off a bridge.
So it's the panther. Yeah. Cam. Dun, dun, dun.
Not at all surprised by this one. You know, the women's team knew that I could handle any of these designs, so they defaulted to a difficult placement. They're gonna have to try way harder than that to trip me up.
People act like they're all cool with you, and they turn around and then take the first opportunity to make your life a hell of a lot harder.
I definitely got the hardest skull pick today. This is starting to feel a lot more like a personal attack.
I was just really hoping it would take more than 33 seconds to have this massive-ass target on my back.
You don't have a target on your back, you're not trying hard enough.
I've really been working mainly with black and gray, but I'm totally capable of putting in color.
If something looks patchy but it's overworked, just leave it.
I wouldn't overwork it.
I don't. There's some spots that I see already that are kind of questionable.
I always feel like everyone here is dead set on me failing. Seriously, man, good job. You killed it. I'm just here to look pretty.
Cam's wasn't that good.
I thought you guys gave him a panther.
It's not a panther?
It's not a panther.
What is it?
It's like a wolf.
It's a wolf panther.
It's a wanther.
Yeah, it's a wanther.
No matter what they say about it, you earned this shit.
That's a winner right there. He pretends like it doesn't bother him, like, oh, cool, I wanted that one. He didn't want that one.
And that's what pisses me off. Like, just be real.
Today, you had to demonstrate contrast by tattooing a neo-traditional animal. Cam.
You're not doing neo-traditional, shading the tongue, 4 different shades. No, man, solid red. It's a kneecap. You want it to last. Black Panther needs black. Where's the black? It doesn't have power. You just have a weak presence. You want to win? Reach for that bottle of black.
I'm open about a lot of things, but it ain't coming off the ribs.
Okay.
I had lap band surgery.
You had lap band surgery?
I had it done. I lost over 200 pounds.
Can I take a look at your ribs?
Yeah, sure.
Holy crap. A lot of loose skin. The swelling of the skin is going to be immediate. When people lose a lot of weight, their skin becomes very rubbery. It's like thin paper. You can blow a line just by whispering. The biggest thing that I have going against me is your skin. Of course, you got to overcome and adapt.
Your tattoo may include any elements you like. However, it must include an eagle and a flag.
Actually, having an eagle and a flag levels the playing field. Now, everybody has to deal with the same subject matter, so you'll be able to see their interpretation of American traditional.
What kind of tattoo you want to get? I'd like you to ink your artistic version of the United States Marine Corps emblem on my upper left arm.
You would like me to do it?
I said that.
Did I just hear what I thought I heard? I kind of hit a brick wall and the tables got turned on me. My canvas chose me. I'm gonna do it for you, sir.
The one thing you control is the canvas that you get, and the canvas picked him. That advantage is gone.
Thank you. Very good.
Kay did not have a choice to choose that guy. Kay didn't do that, he would have looked like a punk. You ain't playing games anymore.
Thank you.
I'll be 80 years old, and this will be a good birthday present for me.
Yes, it will.
I've never had a tattoo.
Virgin canvas. He's a virgin, on top of having 80-year-old skin.
Have you ever done an Eagle, Globe, and Anchor?
I've done plenty, but this particular challenge, I have strict restraints.
One of the things you don't want to get is a tattoo virgin. Number 2 is an older client, just because of the delicacy of their skin. Kay could be in trouble on this one.
Well, this is the worst case scenario here. This is so bad. All right, you're about to show all of America. It's never too late.
1 hour remaining.
You're doing well.
His skin is doing some funny things. The needle hits and I get bursts of ink in certain places.
Kay's lines are extremely crooked. His red stripe is touching the blue on the flag. His 80-year-old veteran client is gonna hate that. Kay should be booted out of the house.
This week, we went old school and had you tattoo an American traditional design with an eagle and a flag, giving us similar elements to judge. We're testing you online. Kay.
My canvas was an 80-year-old tattoo virgin, so I had to keep it small.
As far as judging lines, there's a couple weak lines in here, and pulling that long line on that flagpole is the son of a and it showed that you had a little bit of difficulty with it.
You are the guy who is working the hardest from the bottom and trying to dig your way up. You're definitely not going home today, buddy.
That's all I want.
That's the best I can give you. You ain't the one leaving.
Thank you.
Today, you must tattoo a creature that appears in almost every culture, wherever humans struggle with good and evil. A demon.
Black and gray horror tattoos is something that I can do in my sleep. I do them all the time. This is awesome.
So you want to do it on your stomach?
Yeah.
When the skin is very loose and deflated, it makes it extremely hard to tattoo. It's extremely hard to work on the stomach, and it's a disadvantage to me because it's skin that was now stretched down. I have to make sure it looks damn good so that I can impress the judges and win this thing.
Let me make it clear. I do not care if you go home. I don't care if you lose or win. This is going on my body.
Don't think that I'm sitting here arguing with you, because that's not what I'm doing.
No, I'm explaining your status in the competition is none of my concern.
What the hell am I supposed to do? I've left my family to come here to win, and this guy's gonna come in my room and tell me that he doesn't give a and all he wants is his free tattoo? I'm screwed.
We picked you a good one.
Yeah, because ultimately I was able to reel him back in, and he's gonna get a really cool chest piece.
What? Talked him out of it?
So it's all good.
Sausage, you slippery little wiener. Every time I give him a hard canvas, he slips out of it. Sausage talked him out of the stomach. Out of here, you that little sausage.
That mother.
No, right?
The difficulty in creating negative space in a black and gray tattoo is the artist understanding where the light's supposed to be and being able to do really smooth, gradual fades leading up to that light to create that nice, beautiful highlight.
Perfect.
What are your thoughts, bro?
This is not gonna work. I'm really disappointed because I really wanted that pillar.
Just the pillar, or is it everything else too? My canvas doesn't want to work with me. He doesn't give a.
This is not what we discussed at all.
It is what we discussed.
No, it's not. It's not what we discussed at all. This is not the picture.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
I will tattoo myself to stay in this competition, but the last thing I'm gonna tattoo on myself is a demon. Being a new man of faith, that goes against my religious beliefs. When I look up pillar, there's this kind of pillar. Is this what you're kind of hoping for then too?
I was kind of hoping that you would do it.
I can't let him walk out the door.
4 hours remaining.
This is gonna kind of come in, and then everything's just gonna kind of fade off as you see it. Is that all right?
It's fine.
Work?
Yes.
Cool. Then we'll get you started, okay? You ready? Little poke.
30 minutes remain, everybody.
The guys that were up there today, they're gunning for the top people. As much as they sit here and try to throw me under the bus, I'm gonna battle my way to win. There's a couple bullies that kind of feel that if they give me enough, maybe I'll just trip and then I'll fall. But they don't realize that my history has been to take whatever is given to me and absolutely crush it. Karma's a bitch.
Artists, today, you had to show negative space with a black and gray demon. Sausage.
I gotta admit, when he said gargoyle, I kind of rolled my eyes like, oh boy. It just sounds so corny. When I saw it, I was pretty much blown away. There's a lot of layers to it, and it looks like stone, but it has movement and action, and the perspective is odd and different. It's pretty amazing.
Thank you.
The dynamic hand that you have in the foreground is a really nice touch. All that really heavy shading, but with the nice skin breaks, makes it very legible. It doesn't get lost in the background. Overall, man, it's a good job.
Sounds like Halo and Scott's attempt at throwing you under the bus may have backfired, huh?
I'm hoping so.
Well done, man.
Thank you.
Before we send you back to the loft, the judges have determined a winner. The judges have decided that the best tattoo of the day goes to Sausage.
Overcoming the adversities you had from the start, just the signs of a true professional. Great tattoo, Sausage.
Well done, man.
Thank you.
Today, you must tattoo something so unique that in this courtroom, it can be the difference between a conviction and an acquittal. A fingerprint.
Fingerprints are comprised of so many little concentric lines and tiny little details. Putting that many lines close together can be incredibly difficult without screwing up.
But that is not all. For this flash challenge, the judges aren't the only ones inspecting your work, because today we are joined by a forensics expert. Detective Adrian Gardner is a crime scene investigator specializing in latent fingerprint analysis and comparison, and she's here to determine if your tattoo can stand up as evidence in a court of law.
This is crazy.
Your prints are pretty soft, so I'm gonna see if I can blow them up and get some more detail. My canvas is an older gal, and I'm completely screwed because of it. Her skin is much more elastic, and her fingerprints are nowhere near as defined. You go ahead and just jump around and fidget as much as you want. I'm doing this hard because I just can't get the detail that everybody else does, but I can win points on creativity, and my canvas is gonna walk out with the coolest tattoo in the room.
I like how you shaped it like a heart. Awesome.
You like?
Yeah.
Good deal, thank you.
Christian's trying to camouflage his crappy line work with a bunch of extra garbage around it. Why are you doing that on a detail challenge?
All right, guys, time to critique your work. Christian, obviously you went with a Sacred Heart design.
I knew that I didn't have the level of accuracy that some of the other prints had, so I started thinking, you know what, I'm gonna give Mike a badass tattoo.
Just looking at the known print, you can see this one is a little bit more challenging.
As people age, the ridges lose elasticity. That was the case here. Doing a side-by-side comparison, there's not enough detail. I wouldn't say this isn't hers, but I wouldn't say it's a match.
Inconclusive.
Inconclusive.
This is not a creative challenge. You f***ed up the fingerprint. You can't hide it by putting a heart with flames in there. That's not what this challenge is about.
Today, you must all tattoo the exact same subject. Seeing your tattoos side by side will make it obvious how your texture stacks up against the competition. Today, you must tattoo a phoenix. A phoenix is a fiery, mythological bird that goes up in flames, then rises from the ashes to be reborn.
This is gonna be tough. You have feathers, you got flames, you have beaks. We gotta balance all those textures in one piece.
Good luck.
Phoenixes show a ton of texture and feathers, beaks, claws, and flame. Texture is what separates a lot of great tattooers from decent tattooers.
What's the longest you've ever sat for a tattoo?
About 2 hours.
2 hours. I'm already freaking out. I don't know if she can take 6 hours of pain.
If it takes 6 hours, then that's what I'm going to do.
That's going to be exciting. I have so much pressure on my shoulders. Any kind of movement that you may feel you need to do, let me know. I definitely need to redeem myself because I didn't finish the flash challenge. You ready? I'm finishing this tattoo.
1 hour down, 5 to go.
Here we go.
Today, we tossed you into the fire by making all of you tattoo a phoenix, giving us a side-by-side comparison of texture. Tattoo, baby.
For anybody to get this client, I'm glad it's somebody that could not overly work their delicate skin. You put a ton of texture in it, and I think you did a great job.
One of the things that I do love about this is the way that you did the tail feathers and you flipped them up and you did different directions. You took time to plan that out. The detail that you got into this piece looks really great.
You'll have 6 hours to tattoo a Japanese dragon with water. Good luck.
I love Japanese tattooing. It's what I put my time and my career into.
You wanted a full dragon, or
You just gotta show me what it looks like, what it will look like.
Yeah.
There's so many tricks to these, and if you don't know it, it's almost impossible to replicate.
I'm open about a lot of things, but it ain't coming off the ribs.
Okay.
I had lap band surgery.
You had lap band surgery?
I had it done. I lost over 200 pounds.
Can I take a look at your ribs?
Yeah, sure.
Holy crap. A lot of loose skin. The swelling of the skin is going to be immediate. When people lose a lot of weight, their skin becomes very rubbery. It's like thin paper. You can blow a line just by whispering. The biggest thing that I have going against me is your skin.
Of course, you got to overcome and adapt. Is the skin as bad as you thought it was?
Oh, the skin's bad.
Because I lost the weight, is that why?
Totally, it's been stretched out. I got the worst canvas of the day because the skin is so fragile. If I'm not careful, it's gonna swell up to the point where I can't tattoo it. All right?
Burns so bad.
It's not very fun. Oh my. Christian and Clean were clearly out to screw me. I'm a threat, and they're trying to take me out, so I appreciate you fighting through with this.
How you doing, buddy? Starting to get a little rough?
Wasn't for the burn, I'd be straight, man.
Sausage is totally rattled. I almost feel guilty. Almost. I'm pretty sure Sausage is going to eat my face tonight.
Oh, is he angry?
Oh, he's beyond angry. Sausage should be feeling like a little kid because he's going to get spanked today.
2 hours to go, everybody.
Let's take this last stab at it, okay?
Oh.
My canvas is really feeling the pain. He's kind of jostling around in the chair. This is not making it easy for me to do these really smooth blends that I need to nail.
God damn it. I got none left.
I'm screwed.
3, 2, 1. That's it. Time is up. Machine's down. No more ink.
That's amazing. Thank you, man.
The dragon is absolutely awful. There is not one redeeming quality about this tattoo. Sausage is going home, and I'm the boot that kicked him out the door.
Today, James Vaughn challenged you to the ultimate test of legibility, a Japanese dragon with water. Let's start off with Sausage.
The legibility of this tattoo is lost just in the way you shaded it. You put black right up to the edge of the dragon and then black right inside the dragon. The same tones inside the head as there are outside the head. It makes it overall messy.
The problem with skin that has weight loss, it's much harder when it's deflated.
That being said, you do have some anatomy issues. The neck is so thick, and then you really taper down to this thin body. It makes it seem like the head is way in the foreground and the rest of the dragon's way off in the background. Your big downfall is the drawing.
Today, you were judged on legibility, and based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines. It's now time to find out who the human canvas jury chose.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Sausage, you're here because the human canvas jury determined that you had the worst tattoo of the day. Ron, why did the human canvas jury vote Sausage to the bottom?
They said it was too dark, and that was it.
I'm sorry, Ron. This is not where I expected to see you
You
at
don't
all.
gotta be sorry about nothing. I was a bad canvas. It hurt.
He took some breaks, and we did the best we could.
I don't see this being a bad tattoo at all. I don't care what anyone says. I appreciate everything you've done for me.
Okay, Ron, thanks for joining us, buddy.
See you guys.
Sausage, this thing just didn't come across. You have a nice standout head if you look at just the drawing, but you didn't do the right things in the shading of this tattoo to accentuate that.
I definitely have some shading issues, but my technique is flawless.
When I see black tucked into whiskers like that, my immediate response is somebody was trying to cover up a mistake.
The scales are done well, the face is done well. It's not like I'm gonna go back upstairs and the bed. I'm gonna come back out swinging for the fences again.
Sausage's tattoo walked into my shop. I would question whether that person knows how to tattoo.
But I do feel that mine was more legible.
I don't.
Final decision.
Megan's has fallen short.
When I look at Megan Jean's tattoo, it appears cleaner to me. My vote is for Sausage. Chris.
Megan Jean.
The judges have decided. Megan Jean, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master. Please pack your machines and close shop.
Tell us what you want.
A winged Valkyrie pinup on my ribs.
His ribs?
Do you have any wiggle room on that placement?
No.
You pretty stuck to that?
Yeah.
Good to know.
God damn. I'd like to do a barbershop themed pinup girl.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good one. On my butt.
Oh.
God damn it.
Are you flexible on placement?
Not at all.
Tattooing someone's butt is like tattooing a water balloon filled with cottage cheese.
That placement does suck.
No, thank you.
As far as black and gray versus color, I think we would be cutting it super close if we did color. We think with black and gray, you would get a better quality tattoo. We can move right along versus like trying to rush.
I really don't want it black and gray though.
My biggest concern is her skin type. There's wrinkly skin and it's super hard to pack color.
I know you really want color. We just want to make sure you get the best tattoo possible.
I really wanted to have color.
You would like a barberess pinup?
Yeah, I would like her to have red hair, green eyes, and I would like a barber pole.
Since you want to get it like on your actual bum, something linear is not gonna fit you proper and look right.
Maybe she's sitting side saddle on the barber pole. Like, it doesn't have to be straight. The barber pole can be off to a side.
I think her sitting on the barber pole is a really good idea.
He's really easy to work with. He's got good ideas. And then,
out comes the ass. Got like a good butt exposure here. It's like someone poured this guy's ass out of a bag. Me and you are gonna be real good friends. It's just so hard to tattoo an area that doesn't have any elasticity. Let's stay away from this section. Oh, this is going to be the end of us.
See your ribs. So,
I can't have the axe covering the tits, though. That's what the whole thing's all about. Why would you have an axe in front of a tits? I don't get that.
The tits are right there. Only little part of it's covered.
Do you understand what I'm saying, though? Why would you cover her tits with an axe?
Yeah, I mean, if you want me to redraw the whole thing, I'll just redraw it.
No, everything's fine. Just move the axe to
I can't. It changes her whole shoulder. It changes this. You weren't set on her tits before. You were like, I don't care about the tits.
No, I said I don't want them too big, but I don't want them covered.
Well, this is starting out good.
I wouldn't block tits with an axe on a pinup. It's stupid.
I just want to make a tattoo.
Whoa, this is cool.
We had to redraw it.
He doesn't like it?
We had to put the axe in the ceiling. Time started already. I mean, we haven't even started tattooing yet. I'm losing my mind right now. Let me see what it look like smaller. Can't waste much more time, dude. We're already not tattooing.
And switch artists.
Ooh-wee.
You okay?
Yeah, I gotta be, or it ain't getting done, right?
We're definitely just feeling the pressures of things with our canvas not working with us and not budging on the black and gray. The color's definitely taking a long time. There's that skin tone there, you know what I mean?
It is more of a skin tone.
I just wish we would stop getting dealt canvases.
I'm so jealous you guys got the cowgirl. Pins and Needles is tattooing a weird, unattractive lady wearing like a big, oversized hat and a meat sack. It's strange.
Yeah, that looks awesome. We're already late in this thing, so we're both panicking right now. So right now, whoever starts ends. Yes. We might be completely in this challenge. Ready?
Oh, I don't know how much I got left in me.
Light at the end of the tunnel, bud. Butt tattoos, definitely not the most fun.
I feel like I'm moving around.
His skin is starting to become highly irritated. It makes the line work look shaky and wobbly. It's actually just swelling, and we're starting to worry about it. This guy could stand up, and it could be completely jacked.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machine's down. Time is up. No more ink.
Nice.
Yeah.
Holy moly. I love it. Today, you had to tattoo a pinup. Allegory arts. How was this for you?
No pun intended, I'm bummed about it. When he was laying down, everything looked to me to be exactly where it needed to go, and now things look like they've shifted a bit.
Your outline just reeks of wobbly, not well-stretched skin. There isn't a well-pulled line in the pack. I've tattooed a hell of a lot of asses, and there's only one way to get them done. You take that person and you bend them into a ball, like straight up, and you tilt them on his side and you make that ass tight as a drum. I don't care how saggy it is. I'll make that thing tighter than the table. I can't believe you guys tattooed it the way you tattooed it. You committed suicide.
Old Town ink. The elements within the tattoo are clean. I just don't know if it nails the proportion aspect of this challenge.
The back leg is just entirely too small. Your anatomy is totally off. Her chest line's to the right, and then her stomach's all the way to the left. That turn is an impossibility. Just a huge miss on the body.
Pins and needles. It's not the most attractive pinup.
The skirt looks more on the side of a dripping petal or lunch meat, anything other than fabric. We gotta talk about these legs. The back leg is just one width, one thickness, all the way up.
Wait, which one's the back leg?
That's the other debate. And you thought this is gonna fly, then you guys are crazy.
Today, you had to tattoo the ultimate test of proportion, a pinup. Based on your work, one shop will be packing their machines.
Ours didn't even deserve to be in the bottom based on proportions.
You know, you guys debate on how proportionate or how well or how good these lines are, but look at the wobbly left cheek coming off the red. All you had to do was really pull clean lines.
Do you think if I would have put this tattoo on a forearm that we'd be having this conversation?
Honestly, you guys have had some rough outlines in this competition. I would say that we could be having this conversation 100%, or you could have had a great day.
Pins and needles.
There's a slew of problems that I have. The feet on this, the legs on this. You guys are just drawing at straws here on shading this tattoo.
Ours definitely does have some issues, but I feel like the stuff that they had going on kind of stood out a little bit more.
Yeah. Do you not see the same issue with some of Allegory's piece?
Absolutely. But I mean, I gotta say, Allegory is the least challenged on the anatomy side.
I cannot get past the face.
Hold on.
You okay?
Oh, maybe not.
You all right?
You all right?
I can't stand up and I got it bad.
You okay?
You're all right, bro.
Can you use some water?
I might go outside for a second.
Hey,
Stand up, don't stand up, don't stand up, stand up.
Sit down.
Sit down, just sit down.
Yeah, just sit, dude.
Take a deep breath.
No, I'm fine, I'm fine. I do this all the time.
No, you don't.
Yeah, your wife says you
you got
don't.
any tingles?
Take this off really quick.
Just let me sit for a second.
Yeah, don't get up.
I'm just a bit high strung.
When you're ready, we got a chair for you.
Thanks, brother.
All right.
Oh, that's fine. Thank you, baby.
He's shaking it off.
Sorry, y'all.
You're okay.
Good, man.
However, unfortunately, somebody's got to go home.
I think there's equal technical challenges. My decision based on proportion is pins and needles.
You know, my vote is always based on what just looks right. My vote is for pins and needles. The judges have decided pins and needles. You do not have what it takes to be master shop.
You guys built a brand and you really put some shining work out there. You guys definitely gave the big dogs a run for their money.
Thank you.
Please pack your machines and move out. You have 6 hours to show creativity tattooing a difficult part of the body. And your time starts now.
All right, let's go, guys. Let's get it.
Today, our artists are going to be challenged on placement.
What do you think? Just dead smack right here?
Oh, yeah. Inexperience makes different locations on the body harder to tattoo than others. If you are not used to tattooing an armpit or not used to tattooing a butt cheek and you don't know how to stretch the skin, how to place your canvas, you will have a hard time in these tattoos.
It will feel like I'm tattooing your face, but I'm not. Just make sure you breathe, okay?
Turk, you doing all right?
Yep. I'm keeping it as light and airy as possible.
Okay.
Easy to read, room to breathe. I've been listening. The hardest part about getting your throat tattooed is the pressure that we have to apply to even get the tattoo on there can constrict your breathing. You're gonna sleep like a baby after this.
Someone's gonna scratch it.
Oh yeah, you better watch out. Kids are like magnets to that.
You gotta breathe. Can't not. Just keep breathing.
Come on, mama didn't raise no bitch. Let's do this. Come on, let's go.
Wait. I know, I'm sorry. What are you doing to the wing?
I'm smoothing it out. My canvas is complaining, he's jumping, he's trying to call it on me. And remember, you're the one that woke up today and said, I want a throat tattoo. I'm finishing this thing, and I don't care if I gotta put my foot on your chin and crank this machine up. I'm gonna do it.
Amanda.
Hello, boys.
Very well executed for being in the armpit. Dealing with this rough skin, even in the creases, the tattoo looks very clean. This definitely has a very unique style to it. For such a simple ask, showing a little bit of creativity is a good thing.
Thank you.
Turk, come on up.
I know it's supposed to be like a goblin or demon or something, but it doesn't look like there's bones underneath it. The middle face looks like a skin mask. A lot of this shading in the middle, the creases of the cheek and coming from the nose and coming from under the eye, doesn't really do anything for structure or depth or contrast.
I think it's a cool idea. I just wish it translated better. Tony.
You have a pretty challenged time here with your outline. Your black and gray got muddy.
He was a tough dude, and he tapped out 3 times before I even finished the outline.
We've seen you be a technician everywhere, and this throat tattoo really threw you.
Austin.
Not in this competition, it's a good-looking tattoo, but you did far too little.
As soon as I started putting the lines in there, things started swelling up.
One thing is simplicity, another thing is just not doing anything.
I want it anatomical in my right armpit.
That is the hardest place to tattoo.
Please, don't put me in the armpit.
There's some headaches in there.
To me, the hardest one is going to be the armpit.
Yeah, let's think about that one. I definitely feel like I'm probably somebody they're going to try to give something difficult to. Give him that one.
Joshua came here with a game plan, and the way he's been acting and kind of backstabby, I just can't respect a man who does that. That was rough.
Canvases, one by one. Please read the artist's name on the bottom of your skull.
Jackie?
Joey. There we go. Kyle.
I don't want the 52-year-old man, but I'm making the best of it because I didn't get the armpit.
I don't want the armpit.
Nobody wants the armpit. Joshua?
Someone's gunning for you, Joshua.
My message to the 3 Stooges, bring it.
Hey, somebody had to get it, man.
There's my portfolio.
Great.
She wants a skin tear in her armpit. I'm really excited to meet you. I can't wait to tattoo you.
Likewise.
They think they gave me the toughest one, but I have a way of working with people that is gonna make this easy for me. Everybody wants me to talk you out of doing your armpits.
Oh, yeah.
But if you really want that, I would hate to talk you out of it.
I want it. It's unique, you know? It's different.
And you are obviously unique. I might be kind of screwed on this one.
Artists, you have 6 hours to create an anatomical tattoo, and your time begins now.
All right, let's do this. Let's do it up.
Joshua, how was it for you going into this particular challenge?
I was thrown under the bus. She wanted her armpit tattooed.
It's clearly an anatomical heart. Great use of precision there. What makes it not look like a heart is what's happening around it.
She wanted to look like it was bones that were kind of like sawed off.
What I look at when I see this is strangely blue highlighted macaroni noodles. It's killing it.
You have 6 hours to create an illusion, and your time begins now.
Great, let's do it.
I'm gonna go ahead and put the stencil on you. In order to achieve an optical illusion tattoo properly, you're gonna really have to know the anatomy and dynamics of the image that you're tattooing and the body part that you're placing it on.
And lift. Dude, that's perfect on the first try.
If you're not a genius doing these tattoos, you will not succeed.
Ow, ow. Hold on. Please, hold on.
My canvas is being sissy. It's making me stop every 2 seconds.
Hold on again.
I just want to finish the tattoo.
I know.
Ready to rock and roll?
If he doesn't make it through this, he's basically sending me home.
Oh.
Towards the end's the worst part. Made it this far, you're doing really good. All I can do is try to coach her down a little bit to keep her from tapping out on me.
You all right?
Yeah.
Just gotta power through.
Bear with me. I really need to win against Earl. That will prove that I deserve to be here.
Marissa, you went head-to-head with Earl.
For this idea, fitting in the armpit, I do commend you on getting a lot of these lines, and they're really clean in this very tender part of the body.
You've taken some pretty heavy beatings up here. Yeah. And this is not one of those days. Oddly enough, this is probably my favorite tattoo I've seen you do.
Earl.
This thing is ugly, bro.
This was a living nightmare. By 10 minutes in, he was crying.
This tattoo is riddled with weird choices. On the side of the nose, there's those 2 divots that almost look like that may be where his eyes would be.
That's literally off the picture.
Just because your reference was a real photo doesn't mean that the tattoo is real looking. You made this look like his eyes are on his upper lip. It's crazy.
Between Marissa and Earl.
It's obviously Marissa.
I gotta go with Marissa, too.
Marissa.
Winner of the head-to-head challenge is Marissa. You have 6 hours to tattoo a Technicolor hot air balloon. And your time starts now.
Let's do this. We're looking for a lot of detail. That's the name of the game today.
Maybe just a little tilted?
If you do that, it would kind of swing. Hot air balloons are vivid. They are bright. There's not a very soft-looking hot air balloon that flies around.
I'm just gonna freehand them in?
Yeah, I'm gonna draw them first.
Cool.
Without those things in place, these things are gonna look like a hot mess.
All right, buddy, are you ready?
Always ready.
Frank Daddy.
I am taking a huge risk today.
You didn't run for that armpit, huh?
Nope.
Not at all.
In tattooing an armpit, you run the risk of overworking the skin because the armpit swells really fast.
The big bright color's gonna be the yellow.
I mean, it's pretty bright.
Right now, I'm putting all my eggs in one acorn-shaped basket, and I'm hoping this takes off.
Frank.
I really like the design, man. I like the way you played on what he wanted with the acorn and the autumn leaves. It's a cool illustrative take.
And I have to commend you on your placement of this thing, making the balloon just slightly higher than the actual crease of the armpit. Instead of packing that much color in that area, this guy would not have been sitting like a rock. You have 5 hours to create an eyeball tattoo using Dimension to make it look just like the real thing. And your time starts now.
Let's do this. All right.
You just take a seat.
We're testing Dimension, and what better to test it than a realistic eyeball? An eye obviously is not flat. An eye is round. Then you have the lids, you have the lashes, you have all these different areas that you have to show dimension.
My canvas went a photorealistic eyeball right on her throat.
Any swelling?
A little bit, not too much. I'm being pretty gentle. That whole area is just one of the most difficult places to do a nice, clean tattoo. I don't really want to like have you bleeding all over the place or anything like that. I'm pretty pissed at Halo for giving me a throat, so I'm hoping I just knock his ass right out the water.
How's it looking?
Crazy awesome.
Maddie.
The dimension that you put into the actual iris itself, there's some really nice moments in there. But this huge eyebrow on the underside of this lady's chin is drastic.
She wanted it right on her throat. She wanted to make a statement, she said, so.
It's a mechanically good tattoo. It's just nuts.
All right, guys, you have 6 hours to show finesse with Victorian throat tattoos, and your time begins now.
Let's do this.
Today, finesse is important because you're tattooing a very sensitive area. Throat tattoos equal pain.
So it'll be like that.
You want to get in, you want to get out, you want to do the least amount of trauma possible. If you screw up, this person's going to wear a turtleneck for life.
I am ready.
I finally got through to my canvas and convinced her into 86ing this hourglass idea. Doing a straight line on a throat is a next to near impossible feat, so I'm just gonna reference a nice fancy bird cage and surround it with some nice pretty filigree.
You okay with that?
Awesome. You've got to keep it simple.
To put this on in pieces, it's just not gonna go on all at once. This is super stressful. If this design's off just by a hair, it's gonna be totally obvious. Hang your head off the table, and let me see if I can get the area a little flatter for me. I'm willing to spend extra time in the placement just to make sure it's perfect. Lean forward like this real quick. It's just not lined up with your chest. If I pull this thing off perfect, I'm so gonna have the win.
4 hours to go, guys. 4 more hours.
How's yours sitting?
Like a trooper.
Yeah, so see. Wish everybody sat like this when they got those tattoos.
My strategy got me to this point, and now it's just about doing a good tattoo. If you make a wrong choice, you're out of the game.
Craig.
It was a very hard challenge to try to do these parallel lines that go across the bottom of the crown, right there across the divot of his throat. The circle comes out pretty wonky, but at the end of the day, it's a strong, clear image.
What you did here, and with a great use of finesse, is make a masculine tattoo for this guy that is in the Victorian style. I think it's a great job, man. Cruiseman. I really love this. I love that it's so simple and clean and readable. You have really nice soft shading here in this bird cage.
Your tattoo looks deliberate. It's one pass, one shot, in and out. This is what you want to do.
Thank you.
body.
Duffy.
Just the outline alone is a great example of finesse. All these curves, very smooth, all have a very natural flow. All your little circles around the heart look very concentric.
It's pretty great. Great, perfect. Why are you crying?
It's just a good feeling.
Come on, lady. This is what it's all about, right? Like, this is why you came.
They're definitely happy tears. I needed it.
Beautiful tattoo.
Thanks.
Coaches, you will be tattooing.
Ready.
Oh, boy.
Steve has already won a head-to-head face-off against myself and DJ. I need to do everything I can to win this challenge.
Coaches, today you must tattoo an incredibly difficult part of the body.
Oh, no.
The under chin.
Oh my God. The skin under your chin is really delicate. It's hard to pull lines on, get solid saturation. It's hard to even lay out a design under there.
All right, coaches, today's the day to lead by example. You will be tattooing from the underside of the jawline down. Wow. That is hitting the challenge.
I'm glad that my canvas only has one chin.
And I feel I'm gonna have to freehand this. I'm trying to lay a stencil nice and flat and even. It's going all over the place, it's sloppy. I'm gonna have to adapt and simplify my design, and hopefully it looks good on this really weird, hangy skin. I have to freehand it.
Freehand master. So he's not willing to give the canvas the tattoo the canvas wants.
Right.
I can hear you, douchebag.
Sometimes it's your canvas's tattoo.
Listen, you keep running middle of the road.
I didn't know second was the middle of the road.
Be second at the finale, too, see where I got you.
Someone gets real grumpy when people start talking to him.
You're not talking to me, you're talking about me. It's difference, bro.
See what the hell I'm doing. Everything's swelling up. I can't see what I'm doing. I just have to go off of instinct and follow my gut and my intuition.
Oh, that's my neck.
If I drop the ball, my team does not get the advantage, and I've pretty much proven to these other coaches that I can't compete with them going into the Master Face-Off.
Do you have time? What do you think about a tiny, like, light gray shade around
No light gray anything on the neck. It will not hold.
I mean, light gray wash.
Listen, I gotta get this done, bro.
Let it rock. Let him do his thing, huh?
Steve, if you came off the black with this and dipped it in this, it would look dope. A dope blend.
Dude, I got this much. I'm not blending, you know what I'm saying?
Jeremy, it's his day, he's tattooing. Like, if he doesn't take our input, then he's not taking it.
This is your final hour.
Maybe just pepper in just a little shading off those blacks up, give a little skin just to fill that gap just a tiny bit. Get through that, get it solid, get it clean as
Oh, that sucks. I'm dropping my machine. It hit the tip. I just gotta rewrap it and everything. I haven't dropped my machine in like 10 years. I'm not sure why I'm nervous right now, but people behind you telling you different things to do, it kind of gets in your head.
You want to try like that bloodberry color, which is like a deep purpley red? It's real, real pretty.
Josh might be a little bit too hands-on at the moment.
No time. Just gonna go with those ones? Yeah. Cool, no worries.
Josh needs to realize that this skull pick is everything to me. I've been on the line the last 3 times, so I'm really hoping he leaves DJ alone.
So the only other thing I was thinking, DJ, is like with your spacing that you have.
All right, Josh.
I'm done. I'm done.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machine's down. Time is up. No more ink. Coaches, it is time to critique your work. Let's start with Steve.
It's a tough tattoo. You made a smart choice. Just doing the skull and the roses. You've got a lot of really solid, dense black in that soft skin, and then you also contrast it with the really bright red and the roses.
It looks symmetrical, and I like that you went down and covered the whole throat. You did a killer job.
Thank you so much.
Steve's tattoo sucks. The overall design is just ugly, man.
Thanks, bro. Good job.
DJ.
I like the strength that you have in the simplicity.
It was a super tough area, especially a triangle. That was why I was so fumbled up.
It happens. All tattooers falter. But how you get back up from the slip, that is what I'm talking about. You made a really strong, clean outline. You really toned back the eye. You really went with a simple color palette.
Simplifying the design, great example of adaptability, especially for that spot.
Thanks.
Anthony.
The smoothness and the quality of the black and gray, that reminds us why you're sitting as a coach. Beautiful side, beautiful entryway to the piece in the center, beautiful exit, and the precision of that beak dropping down to a perfectly sharp point dead center. Everything's dark and breathable.
This tattoo's absolutely gorgeous, but I don't think it met the challenge. He dodged the one place that you had to tattoo, the under chin.
Judges, it is time to determine the winner of this flash challenge. As far as adaptability goes today, I really like what DJ did in the way that he went along the jawline, brought this design so it's readable from a mile away. My vote is for DJ.
Anthony, to me, went above and beyond. Doing big black and gray, we always see people do it too dark where they lose the contrast or they lose the shape. Anthony's figure is very dynamic. I vote for Anthony.
We have one vote for Anthony, one vote for DJ. Chris?
Today, Anthony.
The judges have decided the winner of today's Flash Challenge is Anthony.
Thank you, guys. This feels amazing. I don't have as much experience as these other coaches. I pretty much smashed them. That's what I needed.
I can't do it anymore.
She might be the one thing that causes me to go home.
It does.
And how much hair is left?
So I literally just gotta do this part right here, and then I gotta shave it. That's it.
How long do you think that'd be? Because my body's numb.
Are you kidding me right now? Like, really?
My knees are still numb.
It sucks, but I need you to push yourself as far as you can. You've been here too long. But there's too much stuff to go home. We have to finish it.
I don't know, dude. I don't want to do it to you, but my knees are still numb.
Is it from you just laying there?
No.
What is it from?
That's why I don't know, because, like, I can't hear out of this ear. That's why.
You're saying you can't do anymore.
I don't think I should.
Really? All this work just for nothing. There's 5 people going down. That's half of the room, and I have an unfinished tattoo. You might as well have just bought me a plane ticket home.
She just quit.
She's done. What? Wait, her knees hurt? You don't want about that?
Oh, check it out. I kept it really fun, really playful. Clean and Eric thought that they would trip me up by giving me new school, but I'm still gonna infuse my own style into this tattoo. I'm gonna knock this thing out of the park. Ready?
Hey.
Hey, girl. You ready for some more work or what?
You know, I just feel like at this point, I'm not really wanting to continue on with the tattoo.
Who starts a 35-hour back piece and doesn't go through with it?
I didn't have time to think about it.
$100,000 on the line, girl. I mean, you know,
I
you're
understand.
killing me right now. And I finally get here, and it's like I got all this on the line. I don't know what to do, man. My anxiety is on level 11 right now. I'm screwed. Hey, Dave.
Got a little bit of a snag here.
You're telling me, dude.
What we're gonna do is send you another canvas.
I feel like I'm having a panic attack.
Could you do it somehow like that it looks kind of like me, but as Medusa?
You want to try that?
Yes.
St. Mark definitely is at a disadvantage on this one.
I love you. I'm gonna say that straight up.
Luckily, Craig just fell right into my strategy. You put me up against St. Mark. He does black and gray. You gave me a full color piece, and you just knocked St. Mark out by doing that. What the is going on? This girl is passed out. Can I get medical, please?
Hello?
I'm screwed right now.
Hello? Hi.
Hi.
You know you're just passed out, right?
I was sleeping.
I think you're doing a little bit more than sleeping. Probably not the best idea for you to get tattooed today. It's my judgment call. I can't have you stay here.
What the heck am I supposed to do? Tattoo my own butt crack? Are you serious?
Obviously, this isn't your fault. In order to move on in this competition, you're gonna have to tattoo the same exact body part. We have arrangements to get another canvas in here.
In this competition, you must tattoo. So now Chris is gonna have to rethink his entire concept for somebody else that's coming in, and this could definitely throw someone off their game.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Chris.
Brandy.
So originally I had drawn up a Medusa, right, for the other girl. Kind of tweaked it up to make it work. How do you feel about the same concept?
Not my style. I'm thinking water goddess, like mermaid.
Okay, gotcha. All right. I just drew for 3 hours for the Medusa. I'm meeting my new canvas, and she wants a water goddess or a mermaid. Another 3 hours of drawing.
After he sees what I'm doing, he's gonna try to like overshoot it. He could try to go bigger even.
My head's all screwed up. I'm burnt. I'm spent. So that would be like the general idea. And we'll start some seashell.
Okay, awesome.
I finally got the water goddess drawn. We're ready to tattoo. Mentally prepared for 6 hours, okay?
The goal is to finish and win.
That's it.
Chris doesn't get discouraged easily. If anything, he's gonna try harder to beat St. Mark out, and hopefully just kicks his ass.
Chris, I really like this tattoo. I think that it's really dynamic and beautiful. Your palette is excellent. It absolutely hits the challenge in terms of making this girl's ass crack into the cleavage of this sea goddess.
It is a solid, strong, badass tattoo. I mean, I'm a sucker for a pretty lady, and I love all the detail. I think I'll lean to Chris.
The winner of this head-to-head battle is Chris.
Oh my God. Got this little back guy over here. My canvas is whimpering with pain. This is kind of a big tattoo. There's no way she's gonna be able to sit through another tattoo tomorrow. I have just screwed myself over so bad.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time's up. Machine's down.
Kev. We gotta talk to you. So, your canvas can't do it.
Really?
Yeah, she's feeling like she can't make it from her first tattoo. So she's gonna pull out.
I broke her.
Kevin's canvas got tattooed by Kelly yesterday, and Kelly did a very big, very elaborate tattoo, and her canvas cannot take another day.
There he is. Keith and I's canvas. It's bad already.
What are you thinking?
Not into it at all.
No?
No. I want to punch this dude in his face. He's a sucker, and he's burning me out.
What is the face? You don't like the face? What do you...
That's not even at all. You know what I'm
What are
saying?
you talking about, man?
This is not
You
even.
mean these lines right here?
It's just like two different frames. That's my concern.
I don't want to play with this dude. All these shenanigans, this is not working for me.
You just want this to be the same?
Yeah, I want them the same. How'd that go?
Good.
Everyone else is tattooing while I'm over here playing with this guy.
I'm like a little concerned. Like, it's like half an hour. We haven't even started. Are we gonna be all right?
Don't worry about it, man.
Dude, chill out, man. Put your head in that pillow. Buck's pissed. I'm pissed. This kid is breaking my balls.
You need to handle some of these canvases with baby gloves. You don't tell a customer to shut up. You just lost the battle right there, dude.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna pass out, bro.
Don't say that.
No, I'm like not even joking though. Yeah, I'm seeing the colors.
Medic. Medic.
This is really bad.
Feeling dizzy or anything like that?
Yeah. I've accomplished nothing with this tattoo. My outline's not even finished.
So sit first before you stand, okay?
Because this kid can't handle the pain, I can't do my damn job.
Keith and King Rock are tattooing way too rough. My guess is they were just shredding the out of his legs. That's what's causing this guy to tap out.
Yeah, you know, you're doing great.
If that's the case, one or both of these guys are going home today.
All right, buddy. Come on back up.
All right. Let's try this again.
Hey, man, you all right? Buddy, you all right, dude? You're starting to shake a lot here, bro.
Time is not on my side, and this situation is only getting worse.
Like, I'm trying to control it,
You might be sending me home. You a sucker, man.
I'm gonna use the bathroom. Can you show me where the bathroom is?
Okay, come on, man. You okay? You all right? Whoa, 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 whoa. Come here. You just passed out. Can you get James here, please, immediately? Damn it.
Straight at me.
Go ahead,
Okay, stop talking and just look straight at me.
This is the worst possible scenario. This kid's tapping out. I'm finished. Yo, Rock. Homeboy would've went, psh. He just passed out out there?
Just tell me if you want to fall over. Say it loud, okay? He's not gonna come back at all. He's done. Nah, he's done.
I'm going home.
Nah, I don't know about that. What about tattooing yourself?
1 hour to go, everyone. 1 hour remaining.
I'm not going home off of a chump tapping out. I don't get down like that. What the man? I guess Ruck got a tattoo himself. You know what? I'm not scared to tattoo myself. Let's get it cracking. I'm gonna tattoo a traditional style rose. I just need to show the judges I can saturate some black and I can show contrast. Real right now.
The fact that Ruck is willing to tattoo himself shows that he still wants to compete. Keith doesn't want to compete. Keith wants to cry. He's a bitch. Pack his bags and let him go home. Let's do Ruck.
Okay. Tattoo the rose.
Can I see it? Yeah.
I know that I could still be going home, but I also know that I did everything that I could do to stay in this competition. I'm here to compete.
Good for you, man. Good for you. Your dude gave out, right?
Oh, man. I was gonna do a stellar tattoo, man. Dude, the tattoo I was gonna do was over the top, dude. You didn't see.
All right, no, the line work's all I seen.
Dude, the line work wasn't even halfway finished, man.
Why didn't you tattoo yourself?
Because I was in a room, dude.
Ruck stayed down there and gave himself a tattoo.
Well, if you had space, you had space. I don't.
You would have been able to find a spot or even cover up something.
Kyle, I tried, man. You hear me?
Ruck only did something that big.
I don't give a dude, my mapped out, man.
But think about it, dude.
Dude!
100,000?
Dude!
So why didn't you put it on yourself?
Where, dude? My dick?
I tattooed myself there.
All right, well, cool.
Ready?
Let's go.
All right.
I'm doing great.
It feels good to know that there's an artist who wants to help. My wedding is coming up, and I have a beautiful wedding dress, and I don't know what I would do if I have to have this tattoo anymore.
2 lines in and this girl's already screaming.
No! Ah! No, 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 no! Ah! No, no, no!
She's moving all over the place. If she can't sit still, she's gonna have a bad tattoo. You all right?
I really don't know what Jeremy's doing in there, but whatever he's doing, it's wrong. He's screwing up somewhere. Nobody should be screaming.
All right, guys, 4 hours to go. The stakes are high for these people that come in to get tattoos because they're gonna be permanently marked forever. I mean, some of the greatest artists in the world have made mistakes on people.
I was very nervous. I'm glad that I'm not freaking out.
I can't do it anymore. I can't.
You okay? Wanna keep going?
I can't.
This is absolutely the worst client that I've ever had sit for me.
I can't do it anymore. I can't.
I dealt with the pain as much as I could so that I could show my family and friends this beautiful tattoo. But I had to stop. I couldn't do it anymore.
So embarrassing.
There's $100 grand on the line here. And it sucks that I got stuck with this girl from my first client. She's going a little crazy and freaking out. She might be the one thing that causes me to go home. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have a tattoo that's barely got any work done on it. Because of that, I think I might be going home today.
Come here, Jeremy. What the hell happened? Well, you had a jackhammer in there?
know, man.
She needed a muffler, that's all I know.
Some people just can't take pain.
I'm not feeling bad for Jeremy. He's my competition. And he can't get it right, that's on him. One less person for me to have to worry about.
So what happens now? You're not like in this competition now?
No, I am.
They're gonna judge that?
Somebody here gets eliminated and I stay. That's not fair to you guys.
But if you get
But if I
eliminated,
eliminate,
that's not fair.
to me.
Should nobody go home in a situation like this?
Jeremy, you're up first. Your assignment today was to fix the crooked angel wings. It's hard for me to comment because clearly you haven't finished here.
She had a tough time from the very beginning. Would have been awesome in the end, but we didn't get there.
I want a metal plate that bolts, like a PCB circuit board.
Some of the stuff you want will not work for this challenge. If I give my canvas the tattoo that he wants, I'm going home today.
I definitely want the machine screws, you know, like a real robot.
That's not considered biomechanical.
Sure,
What I showed
of course
you
it is. Anything
is considered mechanical.
Right,
but not
biomechanical.
biomechanical. I'm not going to risk my livelihood for your stupid tattoo idea that has nothing to do with the challenge. If we do not follow the challenge, it'll send me home. Robots are not biomechanical. What I showed you originally.
Are robots mechanical or not?
But
yes.
if you don't meet the challenge,
It meets
and if you
the
go
challenge.
off, can you let me finish? My canvas is a straight up ass. We need to have some respect right now.
I'm trying to be respectful, but you're not compromising.
You're just telling me what
I'm
to do.
willing to move a little bit, but you've got to come and move with me too.
Getting so frustrated.
You're getting frustrated.
This guy is not receptive at all. He's stressing me out so bad.
You could do that style some, but
The challenge is this style. So how can I do it some if the challenge is this style? Give me some direction or go.
punching some.
Don't be like punching some, My children are depending on me right now, and his things he wants in this tattoo are going to send me home, and I can't let that happen. You need to go so I can get to work.
Right, but I want to see what you're.
Go.
How you doing?
All right, so this is what I've come up with. I got the cables coming around, and then we have the bio part, which is what they're looking for. And if you don't like it, I'm just gonna tattoo it on myself.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling it.
All right, go on.
I mean, it's
Peace.
just nothing.
Bye.
It's my tattoo, it's on my body, so I want ideas that I had too. I'm trying to work with her, and she's not willing to work with me, not one bit. Are you willing to compromise a little bit?
No.
Because you really didn't put anything that I
I
wanted.
put cables of metal in there.
You
Don't worry about it. I got it.
compromise
Tattooing
at all.
myself.
I compromised a lot on this.
You didn't
And
compromise.
I really could do a great tattoo.
No, you don't. You kept saying all kinds
There
of
were no
stupid.
rod.
I'm not putting pistons and
didn't
that
want
other
piston.
in
I
there.
said
Metal
you-
plates and cables.
No. I didn't say. I said some metal. but I said
Goodbye.
metal
Have a
rods.
nice life. Go yourself. I don't want to tattoo myself, but at this point, I have no choice. I'm not going to let some ass be responsible for me going home today.
See what you're doing here. Is this the design that the guy didn't want?
He didn't want any of the biomechanical in it. He just wanted only mechanical.
Okay.
So it wouldn't have met the challenge. I know I have to do this for my children. I have everything on the line right now.
So what's your take? Did you hear any of that?
She was just going off on the guy, you know, so.
Would you have bounced that guy?
No. I would have gave him exactly what he wanted.
Julia's a dumbass. She should have just tattooed her canvas, but I think her art abilities caught up to her and she couldn't provide what he wanted.
My tattoo is so awesome. I really showed today that I deserve to be here.
What are you thinking, Julia? You sent your canvas home, you told this giant-ass dude to F off, plus, it looks like you did a cover-up on your own leg, girl. You're going home.
Hey, guys.
Wow. What's up?
What's up, Squeaks?
Not much. Super tired.
I think you could have came up with something to tattoo the guy. I would have drawn exactly what the guy wanted.
He just wanted metal and cables.
I
But
was
he
listening.
even
I heard
wanted
exactly what he wanted.
it. But this guy would not budge.
No, I
He
think you were
wouldn't
just
budge at
trying
all.
to give him a style that he totally didn't want.
No, I was trying to compromise with him the whole time, and he's a disrespectful dick who's unwilling
Well,
to
after he
compromise.
found out that you weren't going to give him what he wanted.
I did everything I could.
I don't know, what do you think? Think she copped out?
If you can say I copped out after just tattooing myself for 6 hours, I didn't want to tattoo myself. I really did not want to do that. That was the last thing I want to do.
Julia. There were some unusual circumstances with you and your canvas. Before we get into that, let's discuss the work that you have presented for us.
This is probably the strongest thing as a judge I've seen you do. It has a lot of contrast, it has a lot of depth.
So, Julia, now let's talk about what happened in your consult.
The guy just kept cutting me off, and I was just like, I'm trying to work with you. I'm trying to do what you want. And then at one point, he shushed me. So I was just like, look, this is the design, and if you don't want to do it, I'm just going to tattoo it on myself at this point.
There are two sides to every story. Maybe we should hear from your canvas.
You're not happy to see me. Should I laugh off now?
Hey, buddy, thanks for joining us.
No problem.
What is your side of the story?
She hated every idea that I had. She said they were all crap. She
No,
said they're
I
all
didn't say
so
they were all
outdated.
crap.
She just said, I have to do her tattoo or I wasn't getting a tattoo. And I said, well, can't you just change anything? She's like, I will not change nothing.
I was on the computer the whole time, just like, well, let me show you this, let me show you this. And I was like, just tell me the components you want then.
Yeah, but you were super rude about it.
You have to always work with that client or starve and not feed your family. Exactly. Okay? Because that is how we make our money, is working with our clients.
Everyone that
At this
knows
point,
me as an artist knows how I
listen,
am. And
just
has...
stop. Stop. Don't dig it deeper.
Mark, thank you very much, man. Good luck, buddy.
I like my tattoo. It's unfortunate that Nick doesn't.
You're calling the shots. What's the next elimination tattoo?
We're gonna do hot rods and choppers, neo-traditional style.
Not my strong point.
Probably half the guys here don't know about hot rods and choppers. I'm a gearhead. I'm gonna kill this tattoo, and there ain't nobody gonna get in my way.
Good luck.
Great to meet you. Let's go to the station and talk.
How similar does that look to you?
No, I took my turn signals off, so I don't want them on there.
Okay, that's these little blinker things here?
Yes, you better know what turn signal.
I thought I picked a cool chick, but this woman's extremely picky.
That's a Super Glide. That's not mine. That's a custom. Looks like a different frame.
She's talking about the different parts of the motorcycle. I don't know what she's talking about.
And I had an idea. You could do the front end coming out of a flower.
I know I'm going home if I don't figure out how to do this.
When you're doing hot rods and choppers, you want to make them dynamic. The only way to make something dynamic is to bump up the contrast with a lot of black and a lot of bright, solid, bold color. Without that, we're going to really have a flat tattoo and it'll be easy to pick apart.
How was it initially? Not bad?
Oh, fine. Tattoo away.
I found something that is a close match to her bike, so I was able to do a neo-traditional rendering of it.
You kicked their asses, girl.
I am.
Want to go back home and say, you know what, this chick rocked it.
My canvas loves it. It's boosting up my ego a little bit. I think I'm gonna do awesome. Definitely feeling color?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
What is that? What is that little one? Right there.
Let me grab the picture.
I don't understand what this is.
That's the other side of the bike, like if you're seeing through it.
Now you have an extra line there. This is screwed up.
Okay.
I don't know what this is. I think you got these up with this.
Okay.
This is your frame.
Yeah.
You have to get that pipe into there.
Okay. How the did she go from liking the drawing to now having a complete issue? This needs to go under, hun? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, we already drew the outline.
No.
You can't.
I'm just asking, do you want me to straighten that out?
There's no way.
I can. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get her to stop complaining and nitpicking.
Make it good.
Make it good. If I don't finish this tattoo, I'm
Happy tattooing? You can tell that Ashley's canvas is pissed, and I love it.
3, 2, 1. That is it. Time is up. Machine's down. No more ink. Today, Clean challenged you to tattoo symbols of speed, hot rods and choppers in neo-traditional style. Ashley,
The mechanics of this motorcycle do not line up. When it's a tattoo that's gonna be on this lady's arm forever and she's gonna be hanging out with motorcycle people, they're gonna make fun of her. Everybody's gonna look at this tattoo and they're gonna make jokes about how her forks disappear into the headlight.
Well, the motorcycle expert, which she was, she could have done her job as the canvas. She was the expert. I was the artist doing my job.
So you did this?
I don't think I should be penalized for something I don't understand.
Well, unfortunately, you get a bad reference, you get a bad canvas, you get a bad tattoo, you get a bad critique, you might go home.
Using the model you just painted as your reference, you must all tattoo a pinup.
Pinups are hard already. These things have hands, feet, and faces, and the judges rip those apart every single time. This blows, man.
As you transform your pinups from real life into tattoos, it's up to you to improve your designs. Remember, you're being judged on artistry. All right, you have 6 hours to tattoo a pinup. If your tattoo isn't gorgeous, you'll be packing your machines. And your time begins now.
I went there and raised no fool, bro. I had a football player model, and I convinced my canvas to change it to a military-style pinup. They're sexier. I can show more artistry in that. I'm ready. I'm hungry. $100,000 on the line, and I'm getting that money.
That's different.
LT has the worst tattoo in this challenge. His lines are shaky, it's scratchy, his lack of experience is obvious. He doesn't stand a chance.
Today, you all went head-to-head tattooing the same subject, a pinup.
I sincerely hope that this is not everybody's best work. If you feel like you really did your best tattoo today, then get ready to go home.
LT.
It's a big-ass mouth she got. She definitely doesn't come off with that cute look. You gotta remember that when you do these small little faces, the smallest little mistake makes a big impact.
My biggest mistake is I went too small with the piece.
But there are good tattooers out there that can bust out a pinup girl this size and do it perfectly. If you can't stack up to what we know is possible, then it doesn't look good for you.
LT?
There's so many shortcomings. His line work, the eyes, the eyebrows, the lips.
It's a mess. We're here to determine who had the worst tattoo of the day.
This is my tattoo. My artist was LT. There's really not a whole lot I like about it.
The face is not appealing at all.
Yeah.
It looks like Ronald McDonald dressed in drag.
Her foot is turning outward and her boobs are down here. I don't think any of it is really proportioned correctly.
It's just ugly, man. That's flat out ugly.
Today, you had to tattoo a pinup using artistry to make her beautiful from head to toe. Tim, LT, and Robbie, one of you is going to pack your machines. LT, you're here because the human canvas jury determined that you had the worst tattoo of the day.
The overall design and the application was really lost in translation. There were a lot of mistakes and misfires that could have been avoided.
I know deep down inside my heart that I can tattoo better than these guys. I have more to show. This is not my best work by far.
You need to put out your best work in this competition to win.
The judges have decided. LT, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
It was a tough day for you. You have about 10% of the experience of the guys next to you. Those guys are technically a lot more solid than you are.
Please pack your machines and close shop.
I am so disappointed in myself. Probably one of the most embarrassing moments of my life. The fact that America gets to see it and doesn't get to see what LT is really capable of truly sucks.
For this elimination tattoo, we're going new school.
New School's more cartoony, pop vibe. You can exaggerate stuff. You can go as crazy as you want.
New school tattoos are bold, bright, and include fantastical designs.
My canvas wants a sun and a moon tattoo on her upper back.
You know, we might not even need this.
All around?
I mean, no, we do.
What I'm trying to figure out now is the design. It's almost impossible because she's constantly contradicting herself.
I don't want the face.
So I can use like...
I mean, you could do the face. It's up to you. I mean, honestly...
You don't say it's up to me, because then you just change your mind instantly. Don't say it's because you said it's up to me about 8 times.
I want it to look good.
I know, but you're very picky.
Should I trust you? Should I not trust you?
But
Is
you're
that what
not
telling
trusting me. Every time you say it's up to me, you're like, oh, it's not. So I'm drawing things, and then
Because
you're
you're
like,
not sure of yourself.
I don't even know what to do. I just don't know how to handle this.
Actually, I do
These
have
colors.
another idea.
What do you want?
It's basically a heart.
It's your call right now, but like, definitely need to settle on something.
You have 6 hours to prove your color skills with a new school design. And your time begins now.
You said you didn't really want it cartoony, so
Yeah.
I colored it darker.
Oh, wow. That's on the ball.
Cool.
I'm very proud of you.
Thanks. Give me a hug. It was hot. Cool. My canvas has like 5 personalities. She goes from being psycho crazy to giving me hugs, just crazy. Check it out. Very centered. I mean, it's not a symmetrical design.
Getting tattooed by Nick is gonna be a total challenge, and I'm a little nervous. You better do it right. That's a little high.
You want to go lower?
Yeah.
All right. She's got a couple weird requests, but she's being a good client. I'm actually relieved. Hallelujah.
To tell you the truth, it looks ugly.
Okay.
You see those 3 spikes? That doesn't look right.
You kept telling me to do whatever I want.
You went overboard with those thins. I don't like it at all. That's not in the drawing. Why did you do that? You're freaking me. Oh my God. All right, we have to fix this.
For some reason, the 5 little magenta spikes I add totally destroyed the entire tattoo for her.
This is insane. You added that without telling me.
Why would you sit back down?
You said more magenta. I said yes. You didn't say magenta spikes. That is not my style. If someone's not happy with permanent work that's on their body, that's a really justified reason to freak out.
But there's spikes on the vines. How is spikes not your style?
You're making me even angrier. I mean, who wants to get work done by, like, a prick? You don't do that. And especially it's on my back. I can't see it. You're taking advantage of that.
Dude, that chick is nuts in there, man.
I need something other than this.
I really don't want to change it. I like it.
Are you kidding me?
That girl in there screaming like that, man.
Remember who designed the whole tattoo?
Oh, give me a break.
That's what I thought.
Nick is just a really nice guy. There are some clients that you cannot be that nice to.
You just said you're not changing it. And
I will
that's what
change
this is about. You're
I
not
will
changing
change
it.
it. I
Because
can't
you're not
change it in that
changing it
way.
because it's your work. Is that what this is?
She's just crazy. I'm in the biggest tattoo competition, and she's just not giving me any leeway. Just digging my grave for me.
You really just did that without telling me. Like, just admit that right
You told
now.
me to do whatever you want.
You added spiky crap.
Where there's skin in the spikes, I can do yellow if you want it.
Do the yellow. Just do the yellow.
Are you sure? I'll do it. What I'm trying to do is do exactly what she wants so that I can survive in the competition.
Why would he do that? To piss me off.
Time's up, that's it. Machine's down, no more ink.
You freaked me out. Almost had a panic attack.
This is one of the best tattoos she even has on her body. I just never want to deal with a client like this ever again.
This week you had 6 hours to complete a new school tattoo. We're testing you on color. Nick. Did she want a Sacred Heart?
She had 50 other ideas. This is the last thing we had drawn up. She was absolutely insane.
At times like that, you just have to be able to work with her.
It was just crazy. She's just a little off the wall.
What's coming out of the heart?
Smoke.
Smoke. We really think it looks like a used tissue. Why would you put magenta around a red heart?
I was just under the impression that new school was weird.
That's not right. It's done to be done. When you do tattoos, have a rhyme or reason. You're your tattoo up.
Unfortunately, someone has to go home. I think this tattoo drops you down a little bit and may put you in that category.
The judges have decided. Nick, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
At the end of the day, we gotta let somebody go.
Need you to pack up your machines, go home.
I would still be in the competition if I got a canvas that was more open. My canvas is definitely the reason I'm going home. I didn't know how to put up with her. The whole thing is just upsetting. It just sucks that I had to be put out of the competition because of that.
All right, Sarah, welcome back. This week, you're calling the shots. What is the next elimination tattoo?
Today, we will be tattooing a surrealistic female.
A what?
Surrealism is the juxtaposition between dreams and reality. You can include any surrealistic elements to distort or warp portions of the face.
What the are all these big words are using?
75% of the face has to show.
Sarah, why did you choose this as your elimination tattoo?
The female face is one of the most difficult portraits. You have to have perfect blends, perfect saturation, and precision.
Of course she's gonna choose something like this, because it's only her that understands what she's talking about.
Good luck.
Sarah has chosen surrealistic faces. It'll be a face with an object melding together.
Atom bomb going off in the back, and like half of the city is torn down already, and the outside's still pristine.
The woman's face right in the middle, just kind of looking forward.
The composition is everything in this tattoo because taking two things and constructing them together is going to create a lot of flow and a lot of movement on the canvas's body if you do it right.
All right, guys. Sarah Miller challenged you to tattoo a surrealistic female. You will have 6 hours to tattoo. Your time starts now.
It is, man. As soon as we get done with these buildings, I'm gonna move to her. My canvas wants a surrealistic setting of Philadelphia being blown apart by a nuclear bomb, along with a girl's face. I'll be using my girlfriend as reference. She's hot. It'll work. Cool. Thanks, man. Having a good day. This mother might be going home. Last week, knocked out St. Mark. It would be gigantic if we could take out another veteran. I'm expecting something good here.
All right, mister.
What are you thinking, dude?
Man, I think Alex should have done a different face.
He said the face he's doing is his girlfriend.
This is awful.
Today, Sarah challenged you to show composition by tattooing a surrealistic female. Alex.
100%, the most surreal face of the day. I don't know if that's a good thing.
So I understand that you used your girlfriend's image as reference. The photo that you use, she's at an angle that's tilted like this.
Right.
I don't feel that you interpreted that angle well, and you created a face that has more of a traditional alien shape.
I think when people look at it, they'll get the idea.
I don't know if they will. You didn't get that depth. You didn't get that perspective. I saw the photo. Looks like a beautiful girl on the photo. Looks like a freak of nature on the tattoo.
Is it safe to say Alex is in the bottom today?
Yes. The drawing itself, the composition is terrible.
Worst face of the day.
We're here to determine who had the worst tattoo of the day.
This is my tattoo. My artist was Alex Rockoff.
Her one cheekbone is definitely a lot higher than the other one.
It's not a very pretty face. That sucks.
It's almost like a scary woman's face.
Yeah.
I wanted a beautiful woman's face.
It's very Wicked Witch.
I gotta live with this forever, and that nose is...
Yeah.
Today, you were judged on composition, and based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines. Now it's time to find out who the human canvas jury voted for.
That.
Alex, you're here because the human canvas jury determined that you had the worst tattoo of the day. Nick, why did the jury vote for Alex?
The shape, the cheekbones are too pronounced, the eyes are off level, the nose is butchered.
That tattoo I put on is dope.
Really? Everyone in the room voted for it. It was unanimous that this was the bottom. To come on Ink Masters, I expect perfection and greatness, and this is by far not greatness.
I apologize on behalf of everybody here.
It's not my first bad tattoo.
Hey, dude.
Thank you.
Some kicking the nuts. I like my tattoo. It's unfortunate that Nick doesn't. I thought my tattoo was fun and colorful. I mean, her tattoo was pretty much butchered. It looked dark as And then Clean's tattoo was messy. I really didn't think my tattoo would be even close to that.
It's unanimous that the tattoo, the face itself, is unappealing. From clients, your peers, definitely from us.
You know, Alex, even with the bright colors you were able to put in that skyline, just the shape of the face, it's hard to get over. For me, Alex is the most unrealistic face of the day.
The judges have decided, Alex, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
You came into a season that is the best of the best. This looks like a finale, and you're here with them. So you made it far, man. Don't bum out. Head up. Always head up.
Please pack your machines and close shop. Okay.
I still feel like I had the most wearable tattoo down there. And that's why I'm a little perturbed. The tattoo was solid. And if anybody wants to knock me for it, you can kiss my ass.
Artists, you have 6 hours to tattoo a koi fish as good as Mike Rubendall's. And your time begins now.
Here we go.
Japanese style tattooing is near and dear to my heart.
It's gonna be pretty traditional Japanese.
Everything about a koi fish is line work. In the scales, in the fins, line work makes it all work together as one.
You definitely don't want water.
At all, period?
Yeah, no. I want him to blossom out of flowers, not
Water.
My canvas is not only picky, but lacks common sense.
Why you don't like the water?
Just looks cheesy.
That looks cheesy.
Yeah, it's not moving in my body.
Koi fish are in water. You don't see koi fish tattoos without water.
So no way I can talk you into adding some water. Just a little bit.
No.
We can't get no understanding. I feel like I'm talking to a toddler.
But what if I draw it on here and just let you take a look and then see if you might like it?
You can if you want to, but I don't want water.
I don't know how they handle this.
I'm so freaking out.
Why?
It's just a tattoo and it's gonna hurt. It's a needle.
Damn, she wants this on her ribs. Can she take it?
How are you gonna do the water wave?
No, you say you want it coming from the outside going into the fish?
Well, somewhat.
Everything that she prefers is against what I'm trying to do.
That fish is bigger than what we...
No, it's it. This is the original side. I'm gonna shrink it.
Can he have one whisker?
Right now, mentally, I'm losing it.
I'll let you take a look at it. Like where it's at?
It looks weird. He just looks lonely there.
I'm exhausted. She's having me change this and change that.
That's good.
It's right on the blade, though.
You got your other shoulder blade tattooed already.
At home, I own my own shop. If I don't want to do it, I send them on their way.
You relax. Let your shoulders down.
I got my back against the wall, and I'm having to compromise.
No, I feel like I just have a hole in the back.
Hole. All right, take a look at that.
Yeah, perfect.
Let's get it popping, girl.
Oh my God, stop.
Bam.
It'll make me feel better.
We ain't got a whole lot of time, so I gotta get on it.
Oh my God, my poor back. I'm not happy with it. It looks like peeing. Like the fish is peeing. What kind of is that?
This bitch is crazy. Like, I can't figure out how to please her.
You're telling me that doesn't look like a puddle right now?
It's a water splash.
Looks like my niece drew it.
Well, don't insult me, man.
I have to live with this, and you're not paying for my removal.
I'ma fix it.
Now that made it this far, and I've been having all these nutty-ass canvases all this time, she's by far the worst.
Now, take a look at that.
This is BS right now. Like, I pissed. He's too orange, though.
And that's the blood leaking through the yellow.
You and I are not even on the same page right now.
Ain't nobody ever been unpleased with something I did ever my whole life till now. This is plain ignorance.
That looks like a pumpkin and pit.
But I told you your skin irritated, so...
I'm trying to be nice, and I'm just gonna flip your table over. This is on my back. I'm trying to, like, talk to you so we can work together. Your job is to work with me here. It's gonna make me flip out, you know what I mean?
You gonna have him continue or you gonna have him stop?
I want him to continue.
This is embarrassing. I don't want to go home for this. I cannot let this defeat me.
What about the other flower? What happened?
I had enough time to finish it.
And Keto, your canvas didn't even get you on this one. You got yourself on this one.
Today, you had to tattoo head-to-head with our guest judge. Mike is a master of Japanese tattooing. Let's see what you're up against. Mike, talk to us about your design.
My design is a traditional Japanese-style koi fish. I tried to make it look interesting in every aspect.
The line work is as crisp as it gets. There's no thicker, thinner lines to cover up. It's solid tattooing. These principles are what make things look strong. And when you come here to compete, you're supposed to have knowledge of these principles to do all these challenges.
The bar is definitely set here. Keto.
I know you had a struggle, but man, every centimeter of this tattoo shows that struggle. This line work is piss poor.
She was kicking her feet. Every stroke on that tattoo, she was moving.
The drawing is one of the worst layouts of the day. The shape of the water, totally strange. That top lotus flower looks like an artichoke. There's no redeeming qualities to this tattoo whatsoever.
We're here to determine who has the worst tattoo of the day.
That's my tattoo, and the artist was Keto. It looks awful, unfortunately.
Nothing melds together. It's all kind of like a collage.
It looks like a 5-year-old drew it.
The blue water looks like another leaf.
He told me it was a good idea to add some waves so it could look more realistic.
Those waves don't look realistic.
That was the biggest mistake, was to listen to his idea. He told me trust him. He has 10 years experience. Back up your work, because definitely it's not there. Just looks so bad.
Today, you had to show crisp, perfect lines tattooing a Japanese koi fish. It's time to find out who the human canvas jury determined had the worst tattoo of the day. Keto, you're here because the human canvas jury determined that you had the worst tattoo of the day.
I think anybody else who would have had to deal with what I dealt with would have probably been down here too.
Excuse me, you messed up my back, and you can't take full responsibility for that ugly tattoo.
I ended up giving in and pretty much letting her coach the whole drawing.
That's not my work. That was all you, and it looks horrible.
What specifically don't you like?
I don't like the lining, the colors, the flower placement. I don't like the water placement at all. You're dealing with an awful work that you just did on my back that unfortunately I have to live with for like ever.
Okay, now
I don't
like
think
I said,
you're getting that.
I'm just too intelligent, man, for any rebuttal right now. Just leave it at that.
Mary Jean, I hope that you find a solution to this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Keto, I can't disagree with your canvas. This is a bad drawing. The end result is a poor tattoo.
I was just trying to finish at some point. I was trying to turn something in.
I don't think that any one of us find any redeeming qualities in this tattoo.
Keto, you let your canvas beat you. If we eliminate the canvas, the fundamentals beat you. So I would have to vote for Keto.
The judges have decided. Keto, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master. Please pack your machines and close shop.
Hold it down, man.
Yeah, man.
That's bull to the highest level of bull. I'm getting sent home because this canvas with the IQ of a toddler couldn't agree to a design, picked apart my design, couldn't take the tattoo. I'm pissed the off.
Today, you must create pixelated tattoos.
Pixelated? What? Damn. Is there an instruction booklet for pixel tattoos? I have no idea how to make one of those.
A pixelated tattoo is taking an image and breaking that down into individual squares and individual colors.
They take forever to do.
So motorcycle was the idea.
Yeah, like a drag racing motorcycle.
Say the pixelated doesn't fit very well with the motorcycle. What other ideas did you have?
Oh, that was what I really wanted to get today.
Maybe kind of difficult.
And one
for
of the
this.
things I think is cool about it is that, I mean, that's one thing you can use to denote the speed because all the pixels flying off the back.
I'm worried that there's a lot of details.
All right, the other thing I want is a woman riding the bike.
This is a design that I can crash and burn on. We definitely had to go with some black and gray to make sure that we get a little detail.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you flexible on that part?
Yeah.
Awesome, nice.
What kind of colors are you gonna use?
With this, black and gray is gonna be the best thing to keep.
That's not what I asked for, man. I asked for the graphic, vibrant color. That's what I want.
No, but you did say we were kind of open with the whole
Talked
thing,
about
right?
some of the background having some gray and...
No, that's with the motorcycle parts.
No, I want color.
It's not gonna, it won't work.
You're gonna give me a tattoo, it's gonna be a color tattoo, buddy.
Yeah, well, but with the...
No.
What's going on?
I asked for a color tattoo. He came and he showed me this.
It's just a matter of turning this from black and gray to color.
He said, I can't do this in color.
I'm thinking about your skin long term.
You know, I just don't think you can do what I asked for.
No, color's not an issue for Mike. I think there was just a miscommunication there.
Well, now I don't trust him.
Why?
You didn't listen to me. It comes back with something totally different than I asked for. I don't want to do it with you. If I can't get what I want, then I'm done.
I am completely screwed right now. I even tried to talk him down. I even told him, hey, give me a chance. Let me talk to you. And he was like, no. If I don't do a tattoo today, this could be it.
You have 6 hours to create a head tattoo. And your time starts now.
Right on.
Come on in. Finesse is definitely going to come into play in this particular elimination because head tattoos are painful.
So have you tattooed head before?
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's going to take a lot of bedside manner to be able to keep their clients calm and cool throughout the session and really show us what they have.
I'm very nervous starting this tattoo. The smaller you do detail, the harder it is to pull it off right.
You're doing great.
Thank you. I'm trying. Everything in my head right now is telling me a small tattoo is not the best way to go. This is gonna send you to the bottom.
She's coming along. So far, so good.
I just gotta deal with what I got and rock this with confidence.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time's up. No more ink. Machines down, please.
You've done great. I could not take a 6-hour tattoo on my head. No way.
I think you nailed it.
Tattoo Baby's tattoo is overwhelmingly flawed. The head's too big, anatomy's a little off, the toes are freaking weird. She's still showing her weaknesses. Tattoo Baby should definitely be going home.
Artists, today you had to show your ability to use finesse by tattooing a challenging part of the body, the head. Tattoo Baby. How well do you feel you executed this tattoo?
It was pretty challenging for me. There were certain spots where she was crying, but hopefully I helped her soothe through it.
You used finesse with your canvas.
It was a difficult piece. I like the way you designed her where she's bound and her legs are up. Only thing I'm having trouble with is that line that looks like it's a part of her butt cheek, and then the line going down, it looks like the back of her leg. If I look at a tattoo and I have to figure out what's going on, that's not a successful tattoo.
I do feel that you have probably more consistency in your line weight than potentially Joey for me beating up Joey's outline. However, you look like you're covering up inconsistencies just by the approach of the shading that you took, trying to pack areas with this blue that's inconsistent. That is a hard color to make look great. You took a beautiful structure and you muddied it up.
We are here to decide which tattoo is the worst.
My artist was Tattoo Baby. I asked for a woman bound in seaweed.
The bottom hand, it's contorted. It seems disproportionate. The top hand kind of twisted over, and the pinky on the bottom hand that just kind of doesn't set right.
The hands are misproportioned and the feet.
To me, looking at that tattoo, proportion-wise, it looks great.
Great figure, thick and nice booty.
It's beautiful, but beautiful doesn't cut the cake. I'm not happy with it.
I'd be really happy with it. It looks good. I know what that is. I just didn't know what yours was, my man, and that's all it is.
Tattoo Baby, Kyle, Joshua, one of you is about to close shop. Tattoo Baby, you're here because the human canvas jury voted that you had the worst tattoo of the day.
Wow.
You've got to be able to get clean lines in. We expected you to make a leap from last year to this year, and I'm not seeing it.
I feel like I've been trying to overdo it with my tattoos, and maybe that's why I've been dropping the ball a little bit, but I feel like I do deserve another challenge. I can show you black and gray. I can show you color. You've seen my blending. I draw my ass off, so I really hope you guys give me the chance.
Today, these artists are going to be covering up hate tattoos. They really have to put everything aside and do the best cover-up they possibly can.
What's going on? What's the story behind that?
I was just brainwashed when I was younger.
Yeah,
and when I got older and had kids, I realized, man, what the hell? I'm trying to do a 360.
Well, I'd love to help, man. That's what I'm
I
here
appreciate
for.
that.
Right on.
Ingenuity is always going to play into the cover-up. You should never be able to pick out a section where you know the cover-up is. That's the biggest fail.
I wanted a cross with a helmet coming off of it.
That's basically a soldier's cross.
Exactly.
My biggest concern about this tattoo is that it's really large and some weird tattoo going right through the middle. She wants a soldier's cross, but it's not big enough to cover this thing.
Anything else if this didn't work for you?
No way.
If this were in my shop, it would take me 3 days to come up with a design to cover it properly. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've got a couple of different options for you. My canvas wants a soldier's cross and a 6-pointed star to cover this thing up and pay homage to the people that she offended with the original tattoo. The soldier's cross is doable. However, I've got to do it at least that big. So I did one that I know will work, a World War II American Eagle piece. With the 6-pointed star, I know it's a totally different direction.
Get it.
Really?
Yeah, badass. Let's get it, man.
Luckily, she just wants to get rid of this swastika. She hates it, and she's willing to do whatever it takes.
Why did you get the Nazi tattoo to begin with? Is that a question you don't want?
Trying to fit in. I got mixed up with the wrong people and did a stupid move when I was 16. I've been carrying that around for 20 years. I don't think I truly understood what it meant, and it disgusts me that it's there. I want to turn a negative into a positive. It's caused so much turmoil in my life. To have this thing covered up, man, that's almost surreal, you know?
Dude, that's cool. I'm glad I could be the one to do it.
Stoked, completely.
Got some tricks to pull off. This tattoo isn't working out as good as I expected. There are a lot of wonky lines that are just popping up out of the blue. It is not covering the way I wanted to.
My goal is to make it look like a badass tattoo, even if it wasn't covered. And there's a couple spots that get a little bit rough.
I've never been to the bottom before, and I'm not ready to go now.
I ain't ever got to look at that ugly-ass thing again, man.
It's a pretty tough-looking tattoo.
Yeah, it is.
Today, you had to show ingenuity by covering a hate tattoo. Christian.
You have some definite challenges in the eagle. Things that really give the eagle the power are gonna be the talons in the head. You just did them too small. You want to lock them in and make it powerful and strong. It gets more of a turkey feel than it does an eagle feel. The other thing is, it's two different shaped wings completely. The one closest to us is a big fat square that doesn't have that strong taper, and then the back wing is right. It's got that long feel.
You've only got so much time to make every line work, and a lot of decisions I had to make on the fly to cover the straight lines going out. It is what it is, but that's why I did it.
But if you had the time to do the non-important flower, that time could have all gone into your main design of the cover-up. At this stage of the game, everything has to be tight because you guys aren't making big mistakes, so it's the little ones that get hit.
We are here to determine who had the worst tattoo of the day.
This is my tattoo, and my artist was Christian.
This is a very simplistic design.
It's a little simple. I wish I could have got the soldier's cross. I did want that.
I think he should have gave you what you wanted.
He could have showcased his talents a little better.
Yeah, this is the time to bring it, and he didn't bring it.
Today, you had a true test of ingenuity, a cover-up. Based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines. Now it's time to find out who the human canvas jury chose. Christian, you're here because the human canvas jury determined that you had the worst tattoo of the day. January, why did the jury vote Christian to the bottom?
They thought that it was a little too simple for as far into the game that he is. He could have done what I asked for, a soldier's cross with maybe a good background.
The human canvas jury doesn't understand technicalities of tattooing. I don't believe that what she originally wanted was doable for that particular cover-up.
Compared to the other four, I just don't think it was as good.
I have not changed my canvas's mind once up until now, and because it was technically impossible for me to do.
I do love the tattoo very much.
I apologize if it wasn't what you wanted.
January, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time.
Christian, a little bit more understanding of traditional shading. This tattoo could have been a lot better.
I still think I did a solid tattoo. I think it was technically applied correctly. I don't think I deserve to go home. Nobody wanted that one. And yeah, she's walking away and nobody knows what the is under there.
Artists, you have 6 hours to create a trash polka tattoo. And your time begins now.
All right.
Let's do this. Trash polka, it's a real test because it encompasses so many different elements. These artists are gonna have to take the imagery the canvas is asking for and find a way to meld all that together to really turn out a beautiful tattoo.
My canvas wants a bunch of random New York.
By far the worst spot, man. Got the shakes.
Brace yourself. You're getting an easy spot tattooed? Shut the up and let me do what I do.
Today, you had to use composition to create a trash polka tattoo. Let's see how you did. Tyler.
Looking at the tattoo, it is very busy, but at the same time, when I look at composition, if it's interesting, I can overlook mistakes. But the Empire State Building's line, pretty strange. That outline gets a little crazy.
I had to hold that kid down.
We always compliment you on your application, and this one, some of the line work just gets away.
I wasn't trying to go for clean. I wanted to go for like that messy punk rock.
And here, always go for clean.
We're here to determine who had the worst tattoo of the day.
This is my tattoo, and my artist was Tyler. The image was just photoshopped and traced onto my leg. It really wasn't original.
I think it's too busy. I think from a distance, I wouldn't know what that was.
That Statue of Liberty looks like crap.
All he did was Google Statue of Liberty, Googled Empire State Building, copy, paste.
Today, your composition was put to the test with trash polka tattoos. It's time to find out who the human canvas jury determined had the worst tattoo of the day. Tyler, you're here because the human canvas jury determined that you had the worst tattoo of the day.
I'm 100% surprised.
Everybody pretty much agreed that everything was just very clustered. It's just very unreadable from a distance.
What do you think about it?
I'm unsatisfied with it. The Empire State Building, it just looks so corny and just stenciled.
It's a trash polka tattoo.
Tyler, I mean, this is not personal. I'm just saying the tattoo that I came away with, I'm unsatisfied.
I did the challenge. I like the tattoo.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Kenny.
you, guys.
Appreciate you sharing your thoughts.
Tyler, the design itself has a lot of the style that you were asked to do, but pleasing your clients, that is the mindset you have to win this thing and not put yourself up for being at the bottom.
Your tattoo may include any elements you like. However, it must include an eagle and a flag.
Actually, having an eagle and a flag levels the playing field. Now, everybody has to deal with the same subject matter, so you'll be able to see their interpretation of American traditional.
What kind of tattoo you want to get?
I'd like you to ink your artistic version of the United States Marine Corps emblem on my upper left arm.
You would like me to do it?
I said that.
Did I just hear what I thought I heard? I kind of hit a brick wall and the tables got turned on me. My canvas chose me. I'm gonna do it for you, sir.
The one thing you can control is the canvas that you get, and the canvas picked him. That advantage is gone.
Thank you. Very good.
Kay did not have a choice to choose that guy. Kay didn't do that, he would have looked like a punk. You ain't playing games anymore.
Thank you.
I'll be 80 years old, and this will be a good birthday present for me.
Yes, it will.
I've never had a tattoo.
Virgin canvas. He's a virgin, on top of having 80-year-old skin.
Have you ever done an Eagle, Globe, and Anchor?
I've done plenty, but this particular challenge, I have strict restraints.
One of the things you don't want to get is a tattoo virgin. Number two is an older client, just because of the delicacy of their skin. Kay could be in trouble on this one.
But this is the worst case scenario here. This is so bad. All right, we're about to show all of America it's never too late.
1 hour remaining.
You're doing well.
His skin is doing some funny things. The needle hits and I get bursts of ink in certain places.
Kay's lines are extremely crooked. His red stripe is touching the blue on the flag. His 80-year-old veteran client is gonna hate that. Kay should be booted out of the house.
This week, we went old school and had you tattoo an American traditional design with an eagle and a flag, giving us similar elements to judge. We're testing you online. Kay.
My canvas was an 80-year-old tattoo virgin, so I had to keep it small.
As far as judging lines, there's a couple weak lines in here, and pulling that long line on that flagpole is the son of a and it showed that you had a little bit of difficulty with it.
You are the guy who is working the hardest from the bottom and trying to dig your way up. You're definitely not going home today, buddy.
That's all I want.
That's the best I can give you. You ain't the one leaving.
Thank you.
Today, you must tattoo a creature that appears in almost every culture, wherever humans struggle with good and evil. A demon.
Yes. Black and gray horror tattoos is something that I can do in my sleep. I do them all the time. This is awesome.
So you want to do it on your stomach?
Yeah.
When the skin is very loose and deflated, it makes it extremely hard to tattoo. It's extremely hard to work on the stomach, and it's a disadvantage to me because it's skin that was now stretched down. I have to make sure it looks damn good so that I can impress the judges and win this thing.
Let me make it clear. I do not care if you go home. I don't care if you lose or win. This is going on my body.
Don't think that I'm sitting here arguing with you, because that's not what I'm doing.
No, I'm explaining your status in the competition. This is none of my concern.
What the hell am I supposed to do? I've left my family to come here to win, and this guy's gonna come in my room and tell me that he doesn't give a and all he wants is his free tattoo? I'm screwed.
We picked you a good one.
Yeah, because ultimately I was able to reel him back in, and he's gonna get a really cool chest piece.
What? Talked him out of it?
So it's all good.
Sausage, you slippery little wiener. Every time I give him a hard canvas, he slips out of it. Sausage talked him out of the stomach. God, here he is. That little sausage.
That mother.
No, Ray.
The difficulty in creating negative space in a black and gray tattoo is the artist understanding where the light's supposed to be and being able to do really smooth, gradual fades leading up to that light to create that nice, beautiful highlight.
Perfect.
What are your thoughts, bro?
This is not gonna work. I'm really disappointed because I really wanted that pillar.
Just the pillar, or is it everything else too? My canvas doesn't want to work with me. He doesn't give a.
This is not what we discussed at all.
It is what we discussed.
No, it's not. It's not what we discussed. This is not the picture.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
I will tattoo myself to stay in this competition, but the last thing I'm gonna tattoo on myself is a demon. Being a new man of faith, that goes against my religious beliefs. When I look up pillar, there's this kind of pillar. Is this what you're kind of hoping for then too?
I was kind of hoping that you would do it.
I can't let him walk out the door.
4 hours remaining.
This is gonna kind of come in, and then everything's just gonna kind of fade off as you see it. Is that all right?
It's fine.
Work?
Yes.
Cool. Then we'll get you started, okay? You ready? Little poke.
30 minutes remain, everybody.
The guys that were up there today, they're gunning for the top people. As much as they sit here and try to throw me under the bus, I'm gonna battle my way to win. There's a couple bullies that kind of feel that if they give me enough, maybe I'll just trip and then I'll fall. But they don't realize that my history has been to take whatever is given to me and absolutely crush it. Karma's a bitch.
Artists, today, you had to show negative space with a black and gray demon. Sausage.
I gotta admit, when he said gargoyle, I kind of rolled my eyes like, oh boy. It just sounds so corny. When I saw it, I was pretty much blown away. There's a lot of layers to it, and it looks like stone, but it has movement and action, and the perspective is odd and different. It's pretty amazing.
Thank you.
The dynamic hand that you have on the foreground is a really nice touch. All that really heavy shading, but with the nice skin breaks, makes it very legible. It doesn't get lost in the background. Overall, man, it's a good job.
Sounds like Halo and Scott's attempt at throwing you under the bus may have backfired, huh?
I'm hoping so.
Well done, man.
Thank you.
Before we send you back to the loft, the judges have determined a winner. The judges have decided that the best tattoo of the day goes to Sausage.
Overcoming the adversities you had from the start, just the signs of a true professional. Great tattoo, Sausage.
Well done, man.
Thank you.
Today, you must tattoo something so unique that in this courtroom, it can be the difference between a conviction and an acquittal. A fingerprint.
Fingerprints are comprised of so many little concentric lines and tiny little details. Putting that many lines close together can be incredibly difficult without screwing up.
But that is not all. For this flash challenge, the judges aren't the only ones inspecting your work, because today we are joined by a forensics expert. Detective Adrian Gardner is a crime scene investigator specializing in latent fingerprint analysis and comparison. And she's here to determine if your tattoo can stand up as evidence in a court of law.
This is crazy.
Your prints are pretty soft, so I'm gonna see if I can blow them up and get some more detail. My canvas is an older gal, and I'm completely screwed because of it. Her skin is much more elastic, and her fingerprints are nowhere near as defined. You go ahead and just jump around and fidget as much as you want. I'm doing this hard because I just can't get the detail that everybody else does, but I can win points on creativity, and my canvas is gonna walk out with the coolest tattoo in the room.
I like how you shaped it like a heart. Awesome.
You like?
Yeah.
Good deal, thank you.
Christian's trying to camouflage his crappy line work with a bunch of extra garbage around it. Why are you doing that on a detail challenge?
All right, guys, time to critique your work. Christian, obviously you went with a Sacred Heart design.
I knew that I didn't have the level of accuracy that some of the other prints had, so I started thinking, you know what, I'm gonna give Mike a badass tattoo.
Just looking at the known print, you can see this one is a little bit more challenging.
As people age, the ridges lose elasticity. That was the case here. Doing a side-by-side comparison, there's not enough details. I wouldn't say this isn't hers, but I wouldn't say it's a match.
Inconclusive.
Inconclusive.
This is not a creative challenge. You f***ed up the fingerprint. You can't hide it by putting a heart with flames in there. That's not what this challenge is about.
Today, you must all tattoo the exact same subject. Seeing your tattoos side by side will make it obvious how your texture stacks up against the competition. Today, you must tattoo a phoenix. A phoenix is a fiery, mythological bird that goes up in flames, then rises from the ashes to be reborn.
This is gonna be tough. You have feathers, you got flames, you have beaks. We gotta balance all those textures in one piece.
Good luck.
Phoenixes show a ton of texture and feathers, beaks, claws, and flame. Texture is what separates a lot of great tattooers from decent tattooers.
What's the longest you've ever sat for a tattoo?
About 2 hours.
2 hours. I'm already freaking out. I don't know if she can take 6 hours of pain.
If it takes 6 hours, then that's what I'm going to do.
It's going to be exciting. I have so much pressure on my shoulders. Any kind of movement that you may feel you need to do, let me know. I definitely need to redeem myself because I didn't finish the Flash Challenge. You ready? I'm finishing this tattoo.
1 hour down, 5 to go.
Here we go.
Today, we tossed you into the fire by making all of you tattoo a phoenix, giving us a side-by-side comparison of texture. Tattoo, baby.
For anybody to get this client, I'm glad it's somebody that could not overly work their delicate skin. You put a ton of texture in it, and I think you did a great job.
One of the things that I do love about this is the way that you did the tail feathers and you flipped them up and you did different directions. You took time to plan that out. The detail that you got into this piece looks really great.
You'll have 6 hours to tattoo a Japanese dragon with water. Good luck.
I love Japanese tattooing. It's what I put my time and my career into.
You wanted a full dragon, or
You just gotta show me what it looks like, what it will look like.
Yeah.
There's so many tricks to these, and if you don't know it, it's almost impossible to replicate.
I'm open about a lot of things, but it ain't coming off the ribs.
Okay.
I had lap band surgery.
You had lap band surgery?
I had it done. I lost over 200 pounds.
Can I take a look at your ribs?
Yeah, sure.
Holy crap. A lot of loose skin. The swelling of the skin is going to be immediate. When people lose a lot of weight, their skin becomes very rubbery. It's like thin paper. You can blow a line just by whispering. The biggest thing that I have going against me is your skin.
Of course, you got to overcome and adapt. Is the skin as bad as you thought it was?
Oh, the skin's bad.
Because I lost the weight, is that why?
Totally, it's been stretched out. I got the worst canvas of the day because the skin is so fragile. If I'm not careful, it's gonna swell up to the point where I can't tattoo it. All right?
Burns so bad.
It's not very fun.
Oh my.
Christian and Clean were clearly out to screw me. I'm a threat, and they're trying to take me out. So I appreciate you fighting through with this.
How you doing, buddy? Starting to get a little rough?
Wasn't for the burn, I'd be straight, man.
Sausage is totally rattled. I almost feel guilty.
Almost.
I'm pretty sure Sausage is going to eat my face tonight.
Oh, is he angry?
Oh, he's beyond angry. Sausage should be feeling like a little kid because he's going to get spanked today.
2 hours to go, everybody.
Let's take this last stab at it, okay?
Oh.
My canvas is really feeling the pain. He's kind of jostling around in the chair. This is not making it easy for me to do these really smooth blends that I need to nail.
God damn it. I got none left.
I'm screwed.
3, 2, 1. That's it. Time is up. Machine's down. No more ink.
That's amazing.
Thank you, man.
The dragon is absolutely awful. There is not one redeeming quality about this tattoo. Sausage is going home, and I'm the boot that kicked him out the door.
Today, James Vaughn challenged you to the ultimate test of legibility, a Japanese dragon with water. Let's start off with Sausage.
The legibility of this tattoo is lost just in the way you shaded it. You put black right up to the edge of the dragon and then black right inside the dragon. The same tones inside the head as there are outside the head. It makes it overall messy.
The problem with skin that has weight loss, it's much harder when it's deflated.
That being said, you do have some anatomy issues. The neck is so thick, and then you really taper down to this thin body. It makes it seem like the head is way in the foreground and the rest of the dragon's way off in the background. Your big downfall is the drawing.
Today, you were judged on legibility, and based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines. It's now time to find out who the human canvas jury chose.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Sausage, you're here because the human canvas jury determined that you had the worst tattoo of the day. Ron, why did the human canvas jury vote Sausage to the bottom?
They said it was too dark, and that was it.
I'm sorry, Ron. This is not where I expected to see you
You
at all.
don't gotta be sorry about nothing. I was a bad canvas. It hurt.
He took some breaks, and we did the best we could.
I don't see this being a bad tattoo at all. I don't care what anyone says. I appreciate everything you've done for me.
Okay, Ron, thanks for joining us, buddy.
See you guys.
Sausage, this thing just didn't come across. You have a nice standout head if you look at just the drawing, but you didn't do the right things in the shading of this tattoo to accentuate that.
I definitely have some shading issues, but my technique is flawless.
When I see black tucked into whiskers like that, my immediate response is somebody was trying to cover up a mistake.
The scales are done well, the face is done well. It's not like I'm gonna go back upstairs and the bed. I'm gonna come back out swinging for the fences again.
If Sausage's tattoo walked into my shop, I would question whether that person knows how to tattoo.
But I do feel that mine was more legible.
I don't.
Final decision.
Megan's has fallen short.
When I look at Megan Jean's tattoo, it appears cleaner to me. My vote is for Sausage. Chris.
Megan Jean.
The judges have decided. Megan Jean, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
Okay.
Please pack your machines and close shop.
Tell us what you want.
A winged Valkyrie pinup on my ribs.
His ribs?
Do you have any wiggle room on that placement?
No.
You pretty stuck to that?
Yeah.
Good to know.
God damn. I'd like to do a barbershop themed pinup girl.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good one. On my butt.
Oh.
God damn it.
Are you flexible in placement?
Not at all.
Tattooing someone's butt is like tattooing a water balloon filled with cottage cheese.
That placement does suck.
No, thank you.
As far as black and gray versus color, I think we would be cutting it super close if we did color. We think with black and gray, you would get a better quality tattoo. We can move right along versus like trying to rush.
I really don't want it black and gray though.
My biggest concern is her skin type. There's wrinkly skin and it's super hard to pack color.
I know you really want color. We just want to make sure you get the best tattoo possible.
I really wanted to have color.
You would like a barberess pinup?
Yeah, I would like her to have red hair, green eyes, and I would like a barber pole.
Since you want to get it like on your actual bum, something linear is not gonna fit you proper and look right.
Maybe she's sitting side saddle on the barber pole. Like, it doesn't have to be straight. The barber pole can be off to a side.
I think her sitting on the barber pole is a really good idea.
He's really easy to work with. He's got good ideas, and then out comes the ass.
Got like a good butt exposure here.
It's like someone poured this guy's ass out of a bag.
Me and you were gonna be real good friends.
It's just so hard to tattoo an area that doesn't have any elasticity.
Let's stay away from this section.
Oh, this is going to be the end of us.
Your ribs. So,
I can't have the axe covering the tits, though. That's what the whole thing's all about. Why would you have an axe in front of a tits? I don't get that.
The tits are right there. Only little part of it's covered.
Do you understand what I'm saying, though? Why would you cover her tits with an axe?
Yeah, I mean, if you want me to redraw the whole thing, I'll just redraw it.
No, everything's fine. Just move the axe to
I can't. It changes her whole shoulder. It changes this. You weren't set on her tits before. You were like, I don't care about the tits.
No, I said I don't want them too big, but I don't want them covered.
Well, this is starting out good.
I wouldn't block tits with an axe on a pinup. That's stupid.
I just want to make a tattoo.
Whoa, this is cool.
We had to redraw it.
He doesn't like it?
We had to put the axe in this one. Time started already. I mean, we haven't even started tattooing yet. I'm losing my mind right now. Let me see what it'll look like smaller. Can't waste much more time, dude. We're already not tattooing.
And switch artists.
Ooh-wee.
You okay?
Yeah, I gotta be, or it ain't getting done, right?
We're definitely just feeling the pressures of things with our canvas not working with us and not budging on the black and gray. The color's definitely taking a long time. There's that skin tone there, you know what I mean?
It is more of a skin tone.
I just wish we would stop getting dealt canvases.
I'm so jealous you guys got the cowgirl. Pins and needles is tattooing a weird, unattractive lady wearing like a big, oversized hat and a meat sack. It's strange.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
We're already late in this thing, so we're both panicking right now.
So right now, whoever starts ends.
Yes. We might be completely in this challenge.
Ready?
Oh, I don't know how much I got left in me.
Light at the end of the tunnel, bud.
Butt tattoos, definitely not the most fun.
I feel like I'm moving around.
His skin is starting to become highly irritated. It makes the line work look shaky and wobbly. It's actually just swelling, and we're starting to worry about it. This guy could stand up, and it could be completely jacked.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machine's down. Time is up. No more ink.
Nice.
Yeah. Holy moly. I love it.
Today, you had to tattoo a pinup, allegory arts. How was this for you?
No pun intended, I'm bummed about it. When he was laying down, everything looked to me to be exactly where it needed to go, and now things look like they've shifted a bit.
Your outline just reeks of wobbly, not well-stretched skin. There isn't a well-pulled line in the pack. I've tattooed a hell of a lot of asses, and there's only one way to get them done. You take that person and you bend them into a ball, like straight up, and you tilt them on his side and you make that ass tight as a drum. I don't care how saggy it is. I'll make that thing tighter than the table. I can't believe you guys tattooed it the way you tattooed it. You committed suicide.
Old Town Ink. The elements within the tattoo are clean. I just don't know if it nails the proportion aspect of this challenge.
The back leg is just entirely too small. Your anatomy is totally off. Her chest line's to the right, and then her stomach's all the way to the left. That turn is an impossibility. Just a huge miss on the body.
Pins and needles. It's not the most attractive pinup.
The skirt looks more on the side of a dripping petal or lunch meat, anything other than fabric. We gotta talk about these legs. The back leg is just one width, one thickness, all the way up.
Wait, which one's the back leg?
That's the other debate. And you thought this is gonna fly, then you guys are crazy.
Today, you had to tattoo the ultimate test of proportion, a pinup. Based on your work, one shop will be packing their machines.
Ours didn't even deserve to be in the bottom based on proportions.
You know, you guys debate on how proportionate or how well or how good these lines are, but look at the wobbly left cheek coming off the red. All you had to do was really pull clean lines.
Do you think if I would have put this tattoo on a forearm that we'd be having this conversation?
Honestly, you guys have had some rough outlines in this competition. I would say that we could be having this conversation 100%, or you could have had a great day.
Pins and needles.
There's a slew of problems that I have. The feet on this, the legs on this. You guys are just drawing at straws here on shading this tattoo.
Ours definitely does have some issues, but I feel like the stuff that they had going on kind of stood out a little bit more.
Yeah. Do you not see the same issue with some of Allegory's piece?
Absolutely. But I mean, I gotta say, Allegory is the least challenged on the anatomy side.
I cannot get past the face.
Hold on.
You okay?
Oh, maybe not.
You all right?
You all right?
I can't stand up and I got it bad.
You okay?
You're all right. You all right, bro?
Can you use some water?
I might go outside for a second.
Hey,
Stand up. Stand up. Sit down.
Stand up.
Yeah, just sit, dude. Take a deep breath.
No, I'm fine. I do this all the time.
No, you don't.
Yeah, your wife says you
you got
don't.
any tingles?
Take this off really quick.
Just let me sit for a second.
Yeah, don't get up.
I'm just a bit high strung.
When you're ready, we got a chair for you.
Thanks, brother.
All right, man.
Oh, that's fine. Thank you, baby.
He's shaking it off.
Sorry, y'all.
You're okay.
Good, man.
However, unfortunately, somebody's got to go home.
I think there's equal technical challenges. My decision based on proportion is pins and needles.
You know, my vote is always based on what just looks right. My vote is for pins and needles. The judges have decided pins and needles. You do not have what it takes to be master shop.
You guys built a brand and you really put some shining work out there. You guys definitely gave the big dogs a run for their money.
Thank you.
Please pack your machines and move out.
There's no way I'm gonna be able to pull this off.
You will have 6 hours to create a terrifying black and gray demon. Based on your work, one of you will be closing shop. Good luck.
So you want to do it on your stomach?
Yeah.
When the skin is very loose and deflated, it makes it extremely hard to tattoo. It's extremely hard to work on the stomach, and it's a disadvantage to me because it's skin that was now stretched down. I have to make sure it looks damn good so that I can impress the judges and win this thing.
Let me make it clear. I do not care if you go home. I don't care if you lose or win. This is going on my body.
Don't think that I'm sitting here arguing with you, because that's not what I'm doing.
No, I'm explaining your status in the competition is none of my concern.
What the hell am I supposed to do? I've left my family to come here to win, and this guy's gonna come in my room and tell me that he doesn't give a and all he wants is his free tattoo? I'm screwed.
Stomach tattoo, huh? I knew you could do it.
Well, if you knew I could do it, why wouldn't you give it to somebody else that couldn't?
That wouldn't be no fun. Yeah, I was giggling a little bit. I was like, oh man, Sausage is gonna have his work cut out.
Yeah, you didn't give a about me or the competition or anything else.
Really? We picked you a good one.
Yeah, because ultimately I was able to reel him back in, and he's gonna get a really cool chest piece.
What? Talked him out of it?
Uh-huh. So, it's all good.
Sausage, you slippery little wiener. Every time I give him a hard canvas, he slips out of it. Sausage talked him out of the stomach. God, here he is. That little sausage.
That mother.
No, right?
What are your thoughts, bro?
This is not gonna work. I'm really disappointed because I really wanted that pillar.
Just the pillar, or is it everything else too? My canvas doesn't want to work with me. He doesn't give a.
This is not what we discussed at all.
It is what we discussed.
No, it's not. This is not what we discussed at all. This is not the picture.
That is.
No, it's not.
I will tattoo myself to stay in this competition, but the last thing I'm gonna tattoo on myself is a demon. Being a new man of faith, that goes against my religious beliefs. When I look up pillar, there's this kind of pillar. Is this what you're kind of hoping for then too?
I was kind of hoping that you would do it.
I can't let him walk out the door.
4 hours remaining.
This is gonna kind of come in, and then everything's just gonna kind of fade off as you see it. Is that all right?
It's fine.
Work?
Yes.
Cool. Then we'll get you started, okay? You ready? Little poke. The guys that were up there today, they're gunning for the top people. As much as they sit here and try to throw me under the bus, I'm gonna battle my way to win. There's a couple bullies that kind of feel that if they give me enough, maybe I'll just trip and then I'll fall. But they don't realize that my history has been to take whatever is given to me and absolutely crush it. Karma's a bitch.
Artists, today, you had to show negative space with a black and gray demon. Sausage.
I gotta admit, when he said gargoyle, I kind of rolled my eyes like, oh boy. It just sounds so corny. When I saw it, I was pretty much blown away. There's a lot of layers to it, and it looks like stone, but it has movement and action, and the perspective is odd and different. It's pretty amazing.
Thank you.
The dynamic hand that you have on the foreground is a really nice touch. All that really heavy shading, but with the nice skin breaks, makes it very legible. It doesn't get lost in the background. Overall, man, it's a good job.
Sounds like Halo and Scott's attempt at throwing you under the bus may have backfired, huh?
I'm hoping so.
Well done, man.
Thank you.
Before we send you back to the loft, the judges have determined a winner. The judges have decided that the best tattoo of the day goes to Sausage. You'll have 6 hours to tattoo a fierce warrior, and based on your work, one of you will be closing shop. Good luck.
I want a kick-ass tattoo. I just need specifics. I want like a breastplate, like a chest plate. The helmet with like the nose and the eyes are showing. What do you think about a spear instead of a sword?
You gotta just tell me which type you want.
We got ourselves a bitch, ladies and gentlemen. Scott was trying to give me a difficult one to deal with. He succeeded.
I want you to be able to like see his bicep and like his forearm and his fist.
That might not be anatomically possible. We also want to finish this thing.
That is true too, but I don't like that idea. I don't like that.
And that limits us.
He just wants to fight me at every single turn.
Yeah, no, I don't want that much.
Whatever, dude. I don't care.
This could definitely get me sent home.
Yeah, that body position was weird. The arm was all wonky.
I just don't get it. You told me you're not gonna change it on me. You changed the arm and you changed the shield.
Yeah, but the problem is that it looks weird. Look, I'm telling you now, it doesn't look right.
It doesn't look right, or you can't do it. You're not capable.
My canvas is an ass.
What happened was you told me this, and you
No,
said,
I understand
you're not gonna
that.
ask me to change it, and then you changed it on me.
I had to change it. I had to change it for what's gonna work. And you signed up to get a free tattoo.
No, I'm supposed to get something that I'm supposed to be happy with.
You're gonna get what's gonna work for the competition. That's how it works. Don't cost me my opportunity because you're a dick. You're a dick, dude.
I gotta like this.
But I gotta do what's gonna win. So I'm gonna try to do what you're asking for
I'm
right
sure you
now.
will.
But if it doesn't work out, I'm just gonna wind up tattooing myself.
That's comforting. Holy annoying. If you're gonna tattoo yourself, then what's the whole point of this competition? I don't understand. Is this how you treat customers in your shop? This is something that I have to wear for the rest of my life, first and foremost. It's a contest, secondary. His shield is dark. There's a lot of dark in one spot.
I can't stand this jerk off. There has to be shadows. If there's no shadows, we got nothing.
You don't think it's too much like black in one spot, though?
If I thought it was too much, I wouldn't put it in there. He's complaining, he's questioning what I'm doing.
It looks like there's so much black going on there in the arm.
It's hard to concentrate when you keep asking me stuff like that, you know what I mean? I know what I'm doing, bro. I should have done what I would have done in the real world and thrown his ass the out. And ta-da!
It looks a little too dark. I feel like his arm and the shield, it's just like, it's one shade. I would have liked to see his arm a little bit more.
One shade.
Jay's inability to work with a canvas really shows in his tattoo. If you want to be ink master, you need to be able to work with any canvas and still make a good tattoo.
The judge come over, taking a look at it with a big smile on his face. He didn't do that because I was up.
Pack your bags, dude. Your girlfriend's missing you. Go home.
Today, we asked you to show detail by tattooing warriors. Jay.
Man, really, what I just got to get into is this guy. I mean, we've seen some bad backgrounds. This is some bad backgrounds.
That was the end of the tattoo where you just wouldn't stop moving.
You would have been better off just doing your figure alone.
The warrior's drawn and shaded nicely. I think the second you got to the background, you were like, it just looks like you're tattooing really pissed off.
You will have 6 hours to tattoo a new school dinosaur. Based on your work, one of you will close shop. Good luck.
Stegosaurus in a varsity jacket.
Playing video games on the stone TV?
Yes.
Okay. What the am I gonna do with this? How are you supposed to put a TV into this tattoo without blocking half of it?
Some red Converse with a date on the bottom to be like a tribute to my father.
Holy crap. This guy wants like a dozen elements packed into one tattoo. Sausage, you came out swinging at me right now. You're petty, dude. You're a petty son of a bitch.
You're intense, man.
Oil tape. Trying to make a winner here. I have to tattoo a new school Triceratops playing video games on Jack Skellington. He only has like this much fat between his skin and bone. And it really hurts to get tattooed when you're that skinny. Let's keep getting it over with. This guy will not sit through what I have to give him, and this is bull yet again.
Today, Jimmy challenged you to tattoo his specialty, New School, and we're judging color theory. Maddie, what exactly did your canvas ask you for?
He wanted a little dinosaur kid playing video games in front of a stone TV.
Why is the TV not plugged in?
Where would I plug it in? You know, it just has no place to go.
On the front of the TV, there's an awkward black line that comes out.
It wasn't a mistake line, if that's what you're asking.
Looks like an unfinished line.
I was making that little cord for the controller.
The TV itself, I'm not a fan of it. Just not as striking, as powerful of an image.
You'll have 6 hours to show contrast with an outer space tattoo. And based on your work, one of you will close shop. Good luck.
Ideally, in this tattoo, what exactly are you looking for?
Okay, I want a more realistic scene.
And you wanted to do 3 planets, right?
I have 3 people's names, my 2 children and my best friend, that I kind of wanted to incorporate into there, but not like, obviously. Kind of atmospherically, like you can hide it in a planet if you want.
I have to convince my canvas not to do names. I never try to convince people out of something that they feel strongly about.
Right.
But in this competition, names send people home. Like, I might be.
So I wanted like a whole battlefield, and then with a planet, a black hole, or a wormhole, whichever, and some kind of alien battlefield. Like
Are they battling on a planet?
No, there's just in outer space.
Shooting at each other.
Yeah, pretty much, you know, flying saucers.
Okay.
Pew, 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 pew,
Okay.
shooting at each other.
You have gotta be kidding me. The tattoo that I'm gonna make will probably be around this size, but it'll be easy to build off of. Because we won't finish if you do your whole ribs.
I think you should be able to. Totally should be able to.
It's not possible to finish something that size. If I don't finish this tattoo, I am screwed.
I'm gonna kick those boys' butts today.
Yeah.
Originally, my canvas requested 3 planets and 3 names, but I convinced my canvas that we are not doing the names. Gian, dummy.
Little match made in heaven, Gian, sorry.
He thought he was throwing us under the bus. Gian thought he was giving me one of the worst canvases, and I turned that around.
Ryan's stoked. You talked that lady out of that. Stoked. Right? I would be.
Just a little bit, huh? So good, oh yeah. This canvas keeps moving around. He is not sitting very well at all. Sorry.
Mike's tuned into outer space right now with his canvas. He's a weirdo.
I think I'm really.
Today you had to show contrast by tattooing outer space. Mike, you've hit contrast here. There is some nice areas of darkness in the space, but you've got circles, you've got different areas that are geometrically supposed to be parallel and perfect, and they're all a little rough.
That dude was weird. He just kept sitting up and moving all around, and he wouldn't sit still.
What I don't like is the way you tattooed. It doesn't have that finished look that I'm used to seeing from you. It doesn't have the polish.
This is why you don't want to phone those flash challenges in.
No, yeah.
You're gonna get a guy like this if you do.
If I get a skull pick, I'm gonna get him.
Ryan.
A lot of people hit contrast today, but I really think you hit it the best. The top 2 planets, just the contrast with the light purple, the open highlight, then the black, you really get the idea of contrast to create a shape.
I really like the black that you use, even though the rings get a little wobbly. And I think you have a lot of good tricks. Looking strong here.
Thank you.
The judges have decided the best tattoo of the day goes to Ryan.
Thank you.
You'll have 6 hours to tattoo a color realistic battle. Based on your work, one shop will be out. Good luck.
What's up, buddy? DJ, nice to meet you.
What is it exactly that you were looking to get again?
Warrior princess fighting a dark warrior. But we need to add an element that he's getting the kicked out of him.
Right.
I want a look on her face that's just badass. She's standing over him. She's got her sword sort of resting on him. Gowns can't look perfect. I want blood. I want holes.
We thought we had the best canvas. She said one thing in the lineup, and now she's telling us a million different things that she wants.
We're working with 6 hours. This is easily a 25-hour tattoo.
Yeah. There are just elements that I'm not willing to compromise on.
If she's not willing to work with us, then this whole thing's gonna turn into a show.
I thought you said you wanted to soften up the top. It's pretty soft as it is. I want the top to look a little more even with the bottom.
The only battle in this situation is our canvas battling with us.
I'm just not seeing your background, and I'm not picturing it on the tattoo, and I'm worried that it's gonna not look good.
Yeah, but as artists, we like to give you something that we see as well as a collaboration together.
But it's my tattoo, so give me a minute.
Okay. Now I'm in freaking panic mode.
We're trying to give her best tattoo, and she's second-guessing everything we're doing.
This is crazy.
Welcome back.
So I want you to do what you want to do with the dress.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna do the background.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of this comes down to this girl not being able to sit for a 6-hour tattoo. Jess, do you want me to get in or you go?
I think you tattoo a little more gently.
No worries.
You're good.
Yeah, that's fine.
This girl's insane.
Absolutely.
Today, you had to create battle scenes with clear composition, pins and needles. Was there a conflict when you got going with this canvas?
Oh my God.
She didn't want to trust us on any aspect.
Aside from it not looking like a battle scene, and aside from the problems with the canvas and blah, 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 you drew those hands. Those hands are jacked. And you put that on somebody.
I would have quit too.
You win your client over in the beginning, and you make them shut up by impressing them with a beautiful drawing. Your art speaks louder than anything. Artwork, first and foremost. That's how you get the title.
You will have 6 hours to show solid fundamentals tattooing a clock. Fail to impress the judges, and your time in this competition will be up. Good luck.
I like the ingredients that you're giving me
All
here.
right, don't screw it up.
The pressure is a lot harder on me because I feel like I have to redeem myself. I gotta prove to these guys that I deserve to be here. So she wants a steampunkish owl, top hat, black and gray, put some books stacked on some
That
books.
is way too much in 6 hours. What's the most important elements of this to you?
All of it.
Can't be done.
Yes, it can.
Not a chance. What you don't want is your artist rushing. It'll end up looking like
I don't think I could pull this off.
You are no match for me.
I know, you
are
already
no
got
match
me
for
scared.
Me.
How you feeling?
Okay, just check out him, because
I will-
now I'm
going
worried.
to. I will make sure you're walking out with the best tattoo you can do. I got you.
Go.
How you doing, bud?
Just gonna sketching real quick.
All right, be confident with her. Make sure it's all nice and clean. Don't bite off more than you can chew.
I got a tough canvas. She started off very, very nervous, and now her leg keeps on twitching, and it's making my line work look inconsistent.
Make sure that all the little stuff is as smooth and clean as you can.
I have a lot going through my head right now. I want to impress Christian. I want to impress my fellow teammates. It's hard.
Today, you had to prove your fundamentals tattooing a clock. JP.
Oh, damn. Man, I really like the drawing, but technically, fundamentals, you are falling short. It is just really sloppy.
The line work in this, I have a hard time finding redeeming areas. I'm now believing that it's not nerves, I'm believing that it's you. I don't know if it's your nerves or if it's you, but for me, this one lacks a lot of the fundamentals.
I think it's a good-looking tattoo. Could it be my technique, or could it be the nerves? I'm still trying to just kind of figure that out, bro.
You have 6 hours to tattoo a difficult part of the body. And based on your work, one of you will be going home. Good luck.
How do you want to do it?
Apocalyptic Angel. Okay. He has a staff standing by a tombstone with the crow there with his hand out.
Do you want to do like a full body type of thing?
Yeah.
I'm at the mercy of this asshole who will not budge on his idea. Do you feel comfortable just doing him?
Nah, man. I need it to look like it's apocalyptic in the background. You know, I'm gonna put a background behind it.
That's a lot of to cram into a 6-hour tattoo on the ribs, you know? There's no way I'm gonna be able to pull this off. Just keep pushing through.
Yeah, man.
Get this, man.
Yeah, I got it right. Pain.
I think Kyle's in trouble.
Kyle's dude's hurting a little bit.
And the drawing sucks. There's some real shaky lines in it.
You think his drawing's better than TJ's?
TJ's is realism.
You can't tell what it is.
Get the out of here. When you guys were on top, it was all fun. You guys wanted to run your mouths and talk a bunch of and now you lost 2 in a row and your people went home.
That's how it goes. Wait till your dudes start going home.
And it's gonna happen, I know it.
My chemist wants a 16-hour tattoo condensed into 6 hours, but he's squirming like a little bitch.
God. All right, that's. Oh. All right.
You gotta finish it, man.
No, nail the coffin.
Great tattooers go home all the time on this competition because you're at the mercy of your canvas, and this dude is done. I think I'm going home.
Don't plan your funeral before your body dies.
Even if he was being a dick, Kyle is still my little brother, and I love him, and I want him to do well. It's so difficult knowing that I can't do anything to help him out.
I dropped the ball today.
Cheer up. Cheer the up.
It's hard. Gonna go pack my bags.
Oh my God, Kyle. Killing me.
Today, you are being tested on creativity, tattooing difficult body parts. Kyle. I like the illustration, but you shaded over your own artwork.
What you're missing here, man, is different values.
Contrast.
You've got one tone of black. You got the same value in the cloak, the beard, the staff, the hood, the wing, and the background.
I definitely would have gone in there with more tones had he been able to sit longer.
This one's probably the biggest struggle you've had since you've been here.
All right, guys, you're gonna have 6 hours to demonstrate color theory by creating new school tattoos. And based on your work, one of you will be packing your bags. Good luck.
The women really hit their targets because they gave me and Cam the hardest canvases. A horse riding a cowboy.
Yes.
I do not do new school. That cartoony shit don't fly with me. Maybe the cowboy look like he's struggling because a horse is heavier than the man, so.
You can even make the guy bucking if you want, you know.
Okay.
Like...
It's gonna be hard trying to pull off this design. I definitely got screwed over on this one.
No one on my team does new school, so basically now I just have to teach a bunch of artists a whole new art form in a few hours.
I might have to switch up this whole design, honestly. The whole body situation is just driving me crazy, so I'm about to just try to convince him to get a cowboy horse, especially with the top.
I think that's a good idea.
All right. All right, so I had troubles putting a horse and having it proportionally right on the body.
Right, okay.
So I feel like the safe way for me to do it is do a cowboy horse.
No, I still kind of want the horse riding the man. It just has to look like the horse is on top of the man.
If you were to do something where the man is in front and he's blocking the horse body, would that be something you'd be?
I mean, I can settle
cool
for
with?
that. I don't want like a horse-man combination.
I am struggling for real. All right, so I finally got it drawn. How you like that?
Yeah, that could work.
It's definitely gonna be more detailed than this, though.
For sure.
Okay. Woo! Now it's time to get started. In order to finish this, I got a tattoo faster than I ever have before.
Damn, greased lightning. So you're one of those people that responds well to pressure, then.
I try not to lose focus because when I did lose focus, I did bad on the tattoo, so I learned my lesson on that one. I've given up time with my daughter, and today is not gonna be the day I give up.
Today, you had to show solid color theory by creating a new school tattoo. Fun.
Go get him, buddy.
Wish me luck. It looks like you put the stencil on the dark. You just put the boot right into the other tattoo.
Because he had a small arm.
Dude, you're telling me that boot can't move over a quarter of an inch? I know you're in a hurry. And then we've got that bottom horse hoof. Nobody knows where that foot's coming from. Nobody knows where that foot's going to.
It looks like you were like, oh shit, what am I gonna do?
Yeah,
and you had to
I was
come
just
through.
focused on finishing, honestly.
This is a tougher outing for you today.
You'll have 6 hours to precisely tattoo a traditional illustrative portrait. Fail to impress the judges, and you'll be going home. Good luck.
We're doing full size. These details are gonna be like as close as I can. It's gonna be like a pinup. Well, I was thinking about maybe like doing like a little flower in front of it. You know, so you have like a little illustration and then like you have her, so it makes sense, like the transition.
But that's like flower on my wrist. I don't give a shit about flowers at all.
Maybe I could put a ribbon under it.
But I don't know if I like the ribbon.
This canvas is giving me such a hard time. She doesn't want to work with me in any aspect of this.
Could you do like a stone?
I think that's gonna feel like morbid, like a tombstone.
I personally don't mind if it just ends.
I do. Like that's like the most unartistic way to end it is unflattering. She has to meet me in the middle or I'm going home. The flower is literally just an afterthought.
But I feel like it's tacky. And then tomorrow I'll be like, what the f did I do?
She won't let me add any kind of frame to it, so it's just gonna end like that. I wanted to add some kind of like filigree, a rose, a flower. She wants nothing.
So what does she want it to end?
She wants it just to end like that, like just fade.
I did not think she was gonna be like that at all.
I think it's gonna be so hard to make this look like her.
That's really what she looks like. Always make sure you get these real nice in there. This is super important.
I think I may have myself with this one.
The other ones, I don't know, dude, what I would have done with them.
I'm not mad at anybody.
No, I'm just letting you know, like, I truly thought that would be a good one for you.
I'm just doing it how I want to do it, and then that's what she's gonna get, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is.
I was afraid that I scared you away. I wasn't trying to be mean. I hope she doesn't think
No,
I'm actually really
I
nice.
definitely went back and I was like, I don't think this is gonna work.
Since I gotta go more illustrative, now I have to show a little bit more detail, and the face is too small to show all the details and make it look like this person. I got a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, we felt the same, but we feel the same now, so that's better.
That's it. It has teeth in the tattoo, and I don't know how to approach this without making it look like it has veneers. Ah, shit, Grandma's got a mustache.
Oh my god. I was like, are you kidding?
Tough crowd, tough crowd. I am shook as I think I'm going home.
Why?
Like, I'm supposed to be making it look traditional, but I went to black and gray.
Like this?
Yours is nice. Mine, doesn't look traditional enough.
I
feel like you have to go traditional, but not so traditional where it doesn't look like the person anymore.
Today, you had to tattoo a traditional illustrative portrait. Pon.
As far as capturing the look of the person with a simple drawing, you don't do it. If you look at her right eye, the top of her eye is curved, and the tattoo, it's a straight line and then curved underneath. Just the little looks of what's going on, you lose it. The shape of the mouth is off, the width of the neck.
As dark as you went in the collarbone, as weird as the shoulders come out, I can be like, okay, it's stylized, gritty, it's whatever if you're looking to go that route of illustration, but what I can't not see is the precision in the face. Your eyes don't line up. The nose has a crazy curve to it. The mouth is off center. That's all the places where you need to be precise.
You'll have 6 hours to tattoo a pinup. Fail to create a dream girl, and you can kiss your dream of $100,000 goodbye. Good luck.
Having her like hold an impact wrench, and then obviously it has, you know, an air hose connected going into it.
Honestly, I have no idea what my canvas wants. He's saying a lot of words that I'm not able to catch.
With the rat rod itself, and then the air hose going basically like around her nipples.
Every time he talk about something that is already complicated, he adds more things to it.
And then I don't know if it's possible to get a car in the background.
It's too many stuff. We're not gonna be able to accomplish that in 6 hours.
I had a pinup girl on me and got it covered up. The guy did a horrible job.
Well, let's make sure this one is great because it's pretty big. This canvas was definitely a shot at me. But guess what, man? I'm a canvas whisperer. We came out from 10,000 elements to 3. I'm having a lot of fun, bro.
Good, man, I'm glad.
Even when I came to the States with no English, I still were able to survive, you know, because I'm able to create this interaction when people trust me.
Today, you had to show artistry, tattooing a pinup. Let's see how you did. Hiram.
Her face is great. On a face this small, keeping the eyes black like that really sinks them in and makes it look great.
You do have a couple of wonky lines going on in the tire, but overall, man, I mean, that's a tough tattoo to pull off, and I think you do a great job with it.
Thank you.
You'll have 6 hours to tattoo a Japanese crane. Keep your composure, or you will be heading home. Good luck.
The rice field down at the bottom, the crane, and maybe like a mountain.
Rice field. I'm trying to picture this design. It's a lot. Just trying to make sure composition-wise it's gonna flow well. His cap is about the size of my forearm. There's not a lot of real estate here, so I'm gonna have to try to remove some of these items. Do you want it wings open, about to take flight, or just like stagnant?
I don't want it to take flight at all, no.
Okay. It's too stiff of an image. If I can just open this crane up, I can really shape the calf, but if I can't, I might be screwed.
Yeah, it's the last 5, and I'm a major competitor in this house. Like, nobody's been able to, like, really stump me up yet, you know?
Oh, shit. Is that why they gave this to you? Is this the most painful spot?
They gave it to me because it's a painful spot, and you asked for a lot of things.
I did, really?
I love tattooing so much. It's one of those things where I can just shut out the world. As a child, I used to just go to my room, shut everybody out, and I would just draw for hours. It was my outlet for a lot of emotions and pain that I had to deal with. Bob definitely screwed me over hard, but I'm not gonna let your shot land at all, buddy.
Today, you are being tested on composition, tattooing Japanese cranes. Let's see how you did. Jarrell.
The question here for me on composition is that an ant pile? Because the size relationship from that mountain to that sun to the white cap and the bird, there's serious issues with depth. The sun can't be bigger than anything on the whole tattoo that's in the back.
Is that a wind, that scoop that comes back?
I was trying to show off some wind, just to break up the elements.
You have water, you have wind, you have clouds, and tonally, they're all exactly the same. And it's just a lot to take in.
Yeah.
There's not a harmony going on with anything in here. The clouds don't really match the water. The water's dramatic, the clouds are bubbly and loose. Today, this did not fly for you.
It's rough, man.
This week, we're testing your ability to use finesse.
Finesse in tattooing means being able to delicately deal with a client and apply an intricate, smooth tattoo under pressure.
Today, you must create Victorian tattoos. During the Victorian era, the invention of sewing machines and new machinery for making lace made it possible to create complex patterns at a fraction of the cost of handmade. Tattoos emulating these patterns and fabrics have grown in popularity. You must translate these intricate styles to skin.
Lots of lace, jewelry, with filigree, fine line work. I'm really nervous about this one.
But there's more.
Which is?
There is no better test of your finesse than tattooing some of the most delicate skin on the body. The throat.
Oh, Jesus. Throat tats.
Throat. I know exactly what that feels like. It hurts like a mother. It's hard to breathe while they're doing it. It feels like getting cut with a scalpel the entire time.
Today, finesse is important because you're tattooing a very sensitive area. Throat tattoos equal pain.
So it'll be like that.
You want to get in, you want to get out, you want to do the least amount of trauma possible. If you screw up, this person's going to wear a turtleneck for life.
I finally got through to my canvas and convinced her into 86ing this hourglass idea. Doing a straight line on a throat is a next to near impossible feat, so I'm just gonna reference a nice fancy bird cage and surround it with some nice pretty filigree.
You okay with that?
Awesome. You've got to keep it simple.
To put this on in pieces, it's just not gonna go on all at once.
This is super stressful. If this design's off just by a hair, it's gonna be totally obvious.
Hang your head off the table and let me see if I can get the area a little flatter for me.
I'm willing to spend extra time in the placement just to make sure it's perfect.
Lean forward like this real quick. It's just not lined up with your chest.
If I pull this thing off perfect, I'm so gonna have the win.
Tyler.
Overall, the design is strong, man. The black is definitely Victorian, and it also works great on this guy's throat because it might not be the most masculine imagery, but now you toughen it up with all that black.
What you did here is you took an asymmetrical subject, which is the harp, and you figured out a way to put this on this guy's throat in a symmetrical way with your filigree and your design work here. I think it's very cool. Cruiseman. I really love this. I love that it's so simple and clean and readable. You have really nice soft shading here in this bird cage.
Your tattoo looks deliberate. It's one pass, one shot, in and out. This is what you want to do.
Thank you.
Buddy.
Duffy.
Just the outline alone is a great example of finesse. All these curves, very smooth, all have a very natural flow. All your little circles around the heart look very concentric. It's pretty great. Great, perfect. Why are you crying?
It's just a good feeling.
Come on, lady. This is what it's all about, right? Like, this is why you came.
They're definitely happy tears. I needed it.
Beautiful tattoo.
Thanks.
Time to poll the judges. Who's got the best tattoo of the day? Duffy took this one, as far as I'm concerned.
A great design, a great fit to the skin, great application.
It's perfect, smooth, beautiful, and on top of everything, it's the largest amount of work. Anybody that you're up against can't deny your win.
The judges have decided the best tattoo of the day goes to Duffy. Today, he must tattoo a very challenging part of the body. The back of the neck.
Oh, shit. The back of the neck is a super hard place to tattoo. Color saturation is an issue because it swells up. It's a real sensitive area. It could bleed all over the place. There's so many things that could go wrong.
You guys all have a very strong skill set for putting in outlines, for shading, for color. So today, a big part of this is gonna be how interesting or how perfect this drawing lays out, because I expect all of you to kill it in application, color palette, dynamics, drawings. Those are gonna be the things that's gonna push one person in and one person out.
I'm so glad you gave me that. That's literally all I did for like the first 3 years of my career is mandalas on the neck. So like, what are the chances? Like, specifically on the back of the neck.
Happy I could accommodate.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Han, going through again.
Laura is so full of shit. I think she just gets nervous to show any weakness, so she's trying to sell me on the fact that she really wanted this design.
Did you hear Laura, like, being like, oh, that's what I wanted? I think she's trying to psych me out, like, you know, like, make it seem like I did something wrong.
I think it was smarter to give that to Laura than save it for Cam.
I feel like if I would have gave that to Cam, that he would have shot himself in the foot. It might not have been such a bad thing.
True.
What do you think so far?
It doesn't look anything like a mandala, that's for sure.
For the first 3 years of my tattooing career, I did nothing but mandalas. I will not let myself fail at this.
Your black and gray is weird. What are you doing? Oh my God.
Get the out of here. You're just jealous that my black and gray is better than yours.
Oh my God, are you trying to make me throw up?
If I actually pull this off, he's gonna be so threatened. It's all right, I can tattoo better than these boys even with heels on.
Women's team, you're next. Laura. It's really beautiful, it's really delicate, it's really clean.
I didn't want to do any fine line detail on a neck, so I recommended doing some sort of flower.
Great move.
The rich blacks are what really make this thing stand strong. Overall, you get a really nice, rich look.
Thank you.
All right, judges, it is time to determine who had the best tattoo of the day.
Han Snake, I'd go on the arm. You look at Laura's tattoo, where's that tattoo gonna go?
It's going there. All those lines that Laura did, so spot on and on the money, everything lines up. Laura for the win.
The judges have decided the best tattoo of the day goes to Laura.
Thank you.
The 3 finalists have been tattooing live for the last 6.5 hours in the style that you assigned, America, and they have about 30 minutes left to finish their tattoos. Let's give it up for your finalists. From Team Tech, Ryan Ashley. Hey, Ryan. How's it going? Good. How are you? Good. All right, so Ryan, America assigned you fine line black and gray, which is your specialty.
Yes.
You gotta be happy about that.
I am thrilled. I mean, I have a very specific style and didn't have the opportunity to show it while filming. And, you know, today's the day. Now I get to show everything that I'm
So you didn't really get to do your style, yet you made it to the finale.
Yes.
That's pretty heavy. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Time is almost up on those live tattoos. So you've all seen me do this before. Do it with me now. Time to count it down. 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up and she's down. No more ink. That is it. Let's go to Ryan. Ryan, come on up. Okay, Ryan, you were assigned fine line black and gray, which is your specialty. Let's check out the judges.
Well, Ryan, I wish the picture on the screen wasn't a little bit out of focus because it is so much detail and so much line work. The fact that you were able to put that much into it in this amount of time was a pretty big risk, but it came out super smooth. It really shows your own style. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ryan, I'm happy that you got to do something to really show off and let us see what you do. You've done great tattoos all season. This is another one that lines you right up in that category. You've had a great outing. The question is fine line black and gray. There's a lot of bold lines in there. And I just feel like you stepped a little bit out of what was asked. But again, an amazing tattoo. Just the word fine line comes to mind.
All right, Ryan, thank you. Step back. America has decided. The first spot in the top 2 goes to Ryan Ashley. Elimination tattoo, you'll have 6 hours to create a Celtic tattoo.
What the Celtic? The last time I did a Celtic design was once upon a very long time ago that I do not remember.
The origins of Celtic tattoos date back thousands of years.
Celtic tattoos are some of the most labor-intensive tattoos. The lines need to be parallel, it needs to go over and under. It's supposed to look like it's an intricately woven design.
Celtic is the epitome of line work for the simple fact that all the lines have to be parallel, perfectly straight on both sides, same line weight, same thickness. It's a style that all proficient tattooers should be able to do.
My canvas, she wants a Celtic starfish on her side. It's really, really nice and fits you really well. I like it a lot. I'm gonna focus on making sure that all my lines are absolutely perfect.
How are you doing here, Mr. Quiet Machines?
My back hurts. I ran like 1,000 lines.
Right.
That's about my day. Dude, maybe you should go and finish your tattoo.
Looks wonderful.
What a sweetheart.
I'm doing a realistic elephant at the top and go into a Celtic design at the bottom. Potentially, I can be the new ink master. I totally feel I can win it, almost somewhat destiny. It's not gonna be an easy cakewalk either. Definitely gonna have to fight for it.
Hopefully one of these days I'm gonna get to try to show off like you.
Craig's tattoo, it's just a painterly style tattoo with some Celtic in it, which I would have loved to do, but I felt like this was a line work challenge.
Today, we asked you to show us clean lines in a Celtic tattoo. Joey, let's start with you.
This is a great job, man. This is one hell of an outline. It's all very straight, it's very perfect.
Nice parallel look. I think the fact that you packed the color in this thing so solid makes this Celtic really stand apart. Super technical tattoo, man. This is great.
Craig.
The detail on the elephant alone is really incredible. The Celtic with the 3 hearts, the way that thing comes together and goes into the rest of the tribal and the color separates that link, I really like that.
When you first came in, I didn't expect to see these varying styles. It's impressive. You're definitely the guy to watch at this point.
Joshua?
I have one big problem with this tattoo.
Okay.
It wasn't the first one of the day so that I could reference your tattoo with everybody else's. Big problem. This is a perfect goddamn outline. It's consistently the same width all the way throughout the tattoo. It's very clean on one of the hardest surfaces.
You're very meticulous on every crossing of the lines here, all the way down to the center where it gets really intense.
There was a statement made by Jimmy that I can't draw. I drew this goddamn thing. So.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Even better.
Joshua, Joey, your tattoos were the 2 best of the day.
Joshua, I think you did a really good job. The customer asked you for something really tricky, and you pulled it off. Very impressive.
Thank you.
Joey, the fact that yours had so much Celtic and a lot of detail and still kept tight line work in it, good job.
The judges have decided that the best tattoo of the day goes to Joshua.
Congratulations, Josh. You gave the challenge exactly what it was that we were looking for. A straight, clean, one-pass outline, you nailed it. Good job, man.
Thank you.
This tattoo is a style that is all about repeating patterns, so any inconsistency will stand out. Geometric tattoos.
A geometric tattoo has perfectly straight lines, perfect angles, perfect points. It's a perfect nightmare.
Geometric tattoos feature bold shapes and linear designs that flow with the body. Any tiny error could destroy your piece.
My canvas wants concentric triangles, and he wants a lot of them.
I like that.
And then we'll just kind of continue to keep adding.
Okay.
This is a lot of tattoo in a short amount of time. All right, kiddo, are you ready for your first poke?
Yes, sir.
This week, you had a true test of consistency. A geometric tattoo. Scott, let's start with you.
This is a very cool design, man. The shading that gives this thing depth, it's very consistent throughout the whole tattoo.
This is a great tattoo. You didn't go on overkill. You didn't do any needless background.
I pumped the brakes, like, you know.
Yeah, man. Sometimes it's about pumping brakes. Kick-ass tattoo.
Appreciate it.
Sausage.
I really like the design of it. It fits really good on the body. I like the cutouts. Line work looks great overall. I think you nailed it.
You set the bar for a lot of the people to have to live up to in here as far as line work goes, because overall it's a very clean tattoo.
Melissa.
This is a very cool design. A lot of small, intricate details inside each circle, which I think is very nice. The problem is those long lines that aren't super crisp and straight.
You have to go in and own the line and get out. If you're not good at doing this is not the business for you.
Before we send you back to the loft, the judges have determined the winner. Sausage and Scott, you both did impressive work today. The judges have decided that the best tattoo of the day goes to Sausage. Congratulations, Sausage.
Sausage, from concept to layout to execution, all around, very nice job.
Thank you guys very, very much.
You must create a schematic tattoo.
A what?
What is that?
What the is a schematic tattoo? Does this look like a guy that went to college?
I don't even know what that means.
I've done it before.
A schematic is just basically breaking an object down into its parts. It's like a blueprint.
When I think of the word schematic, I think of a diagram. Make sure what fits together and how it assembles is true to the way that it would fit together. That's the test here.
It will be a lot of line work, and it needs to stay legible. It needs to look like what it's supposed to look like.
I still don't understand.
Ooh, that's a cool piece. Thank you. When I saw everybody else, I was like, oh, I could have done this a lot easier. Damn it. That's not who I am. I've been obsessed with robots since I was a kid, and I do a lot of biomechanical that involves a lot of robotic structures and stuff. This is a total shoo-in for me. Almost there with the lines, like some dots and stuff left. Oh, son of a bitch. Every 3 dots I do blow out. Every other line I do blows out. I don't understand what's going on.
Am I sitting okay for you? Any issues?
Oh, yeah, you're sitting great. Yeah. It's just like I'm a perfectionist. This is a disaster. I am scared shitless right now.
Today, you are being tested on legibility with schematic tattoos. Let's see how you did. Hiram.
Hello, guys.
You're crazy doing all these little lines everywhere. This is one hell of a swing.
I know this guitar, I have this guitar, and it looks like that. This is a badass tattoo, man.
Thank you.
Good job, man. Thank you. Bob.
This is the best drawing of the day, man. I love all the pieces coming apart and going different directions and showing different angles, but I lost count of blowouts on this thing, like 40-something.
I felt like I just had no control over it blowing out or not. I could go like less than a millimeter in touching the skin and it would just blow out immediately.
Blown out or not, I would wear that thing. It's badass. Today, you must create cross-stitch tattoos.
Mother, I don't know what cross stitch is. The little round frames you see in your grandmother's bathroom, it says dumbass shit in it.
With intricate patterns and hundreds of tiny, repetitive lines, consistency is crucial to make your design look like it's sewn into your canvas's skin.
Wait, what?
I love sewing other people's skin, so that's not a problem.
I have 2 tiny tattoos, but I literally just don't feel anything, like anything at all.
Well, if they were trying to get me,
Complete backfire.
flowers worked in my favor because when you see something cross-stitch on like a pillow or something, it's a flower. So I think it looks like your grandma's actual cross-stitch piece.
Yours definitely looks very cross-stitchy.
It does?
Yeah, you met the challenge, bitch.
That's what I want to do, you know? Just do what I'm told. The more tattoos we do and the more chances I get to show things that nobody has seen me do, it's starting to hit people that I might be a decent threat in this competition.
I'm slowly learning that cross-stitch is not my style. So, crossed off.
This is gonna be a super badass tattoo.
Like, I really like realistic stuff.
And it's gonna be sick, so.
It's not really necessary to have the entire thing be made out of these tiny little X's, and I think a lot of people are missing that.
Ooh, that's cool. It's so much bigger than I thought you were gonna be able to do.
Work smarter, not harder.
I just want to give myself the opportunity to really shine and prove that I belong at the top.
There's more to this than the game, you know what I mean? This is gonna be a super badass tattoo.
Today, you had to prove your consistency by creating a cross-stitch tattoo. Men's team, you had the advantage. Let's start with you. Cam, you're up first.
The eye itself is very nice. That soft gray that comes out and radiates out into the hand, into the pattern, is beautiful.
So this line work, very consistent. You have so many lines in here that are really close to parallel. They all start and stop really precisely. It really reads like thread work.
Thank you.
Don't hate.
I'm not hating. It's a beautiful piece.
Janelle.
This is a perfect blend between the cross-stitch style and bringing a real image into play.
I love the fact that the left side of this anchors in with those darker colors, and you come into this smoother, softer face. You were smart on this, and you did a good job. I'm happy for you.
Danny.
I'm gonna tell you that I hate this tattoo because people are gonna want this shit.
Oh.
This is a really solid applied tattoo. Less is more.
The color is actually applied consistently from the beginning of the line to the end. You did a great job on this tattoo.
Thank you.
Well, let's settle this. Danny, you did exactly what we asked for, and for that reason, my vote's for you.
Yes.
If you're really gonna look at consistency, it's definitely Cam's.
No brainer. Cam for the win.
The judges have decided the best tattoo of the day goes to Cam.
I like the digital concept. The tattooing is where it's rough. A lot of the precision, the really straight, strong, clean outlining that you need to make this design work is what you're missing.
And not only do you have sketchy line work, you actually just see some of the squares aren't square, some of the lines don't line up.
Chests are hard to tattoo, and I lost some of my stencil.
If you can't do a clean tattoo every time, it's gonna hurt you.
Today, you must create pixelated tattoos.
Pixelated?
What?
Damn. Is there an instruction booklet for pixel tattoos? I have no idea how to make one of those.
A pixelated tattoo is taking an image and breaking that down into individual squares and individual colors.
They take forever to do. Let's meet your canvases. Team DJ, you won the Flash Challenge. You now have the power to assign the human canvases. DJ, pick 2 artists from your team to talk to the canvases.
I'm gonna pick Little D and Frank.
Come on up.
Do good, boys. Get them, boys.
I would be worried if you were not on Team DJ. We're gonna find the weirdest canvases and give them to the biggest players on each of the teams. What would you like to get today?
Pixelated desktop computer with a 3D skull inside. Katie?
That's me.
Lil D.
That's me.
Fame.
Alrighty.
Do the thing.
Pixelated tattoos are a tough thing to pull off. These artists could get lost in their own interpretations.
What do you think of that? Hell yeah. Killer.
If you're not crystal clear on what you're supposed to deliver, you will definitely end up on the bottom and potentially go home.
So you think I should leave the outside blocks open?
If you think so, then do it. If you don't think so, don't do it.
My canvas, his arm is all broken out because of razor burn. He shaved himself before he came to get tattooed.
Don't be afraid to put black in. It actually belongs there.
Trying to make straight lines on top of razor burn is really difficult because you're going over bumps. It's just a disaster.
Are you doing all solid black right there?
No, this is black right now. My biggest issue right now with this tattoo is these pixels are looking like crossword puzzles. I don't know if that's the right way to do it. I don't want to come from a tattoo today to go to the bottom.
Working these fat lines, just bring the grays mostly at the ends of the feathers.
It's been rough for me to realize that after 24 years, I'm not as good as somebody that might have been tattooed for 5, but I didn't have the same advantages as they did. And tattooing wasn't always about being artistic. It was about street credit.
The white ones, you can keep a little closer, like that one's white. Yeah.
I try to stay humble. I'm gonna keep learning until I'm done tattooing, which I hope isn't for another 20 years.
Today, you had to show precision by creating pixelated tattoos. Let's see how you did. Fame. This thing is challenged throughout. You have these pixels in the background, but then you have the same exact tones in the pixels in front of this thing, which is really making it kind of difficult to read and understand why these pixels are there.
Precision day. Pixels aside, the line work is busted. Nothing solid, nothing smooth, nothing saturated. Speed.
Katie.
Your challenge right out of the gate, just not doing the most simplest thing. A skull, realistic, black and gray. Anybody that can't do that, just go start packing right now.
The line work in this thing is rough.
He had severe razor burn and he was gushing blood.
If you look at the whole top of this outline of the computer, it is a bumpy ride.
Lil D.
It is very legible. The biggest thing about this for me is color saturation. All the red squares are not solid.
The areas of outline that you have that butt up to the headdress, you can see all the wavering lines. This one's super challenged.
Today, you had to create pixelated tattoos. And based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines. Let's hear from the coaches. Why did you vote Katie to the bottom?
It came down to trauma to the skin.
It's way overworked.
When I started to line, it immediately started to gush, and I was not able to get anything to stay.
It boils down to how simple your tattoo is, and yet still how many problems there are with precision.
There are no excuses here. I should have done better.
The one thing I do know is this is not her work, because she's much better than this.
I can do better line work than that. I have a little more experience than the rest of these guys. I have more tricks in my bag.
This is one of the ones of the day that any of us would actually want on our body. I think it looks tough.
Why is American traditional if it looks up? That's a tough tattoo. At 20 years, color's still not solid? This is the simplest tattoo in the room. This is exactly his style.
You think this is more simple than Katie's?
Yes, I do. He dropped the ball on it, again.
For my tattoo, at least you can tell what the it is. And at the end of the day, I got more heart than any of these up here.
I have heart too. I mean, that's the reason I'm here. As you can see from the last challenge, I got tattooed today.
This tattoo is a technical application nightmare.
The challenge got to me. You know I could do better than that.
It sucks to go from the ultimate high to the bottom. Precision, you just don't hit.
Judges, it is time to determine who is going home.
I mean, it boils down to the technical application. But I gotta go with Katie.
I can read Katie's tattoo better than I can read Fame's.
Stay in textbook. Katie.
The judges have decided, Katie, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
We've seen you do better tattoos than this. It's just what happens on the day is what happens on the day. You should walk out of here proud.
Head up. You're good.
Thank you guys so much for giving me this opportunity.
Please pack your machines and close shop.
Thank you.
Today, you must create cross-stitch tattoos.
Mother. I don't know what cross stitch is. The little round frames you see in your grandmother's bathroom, it says dumbass shit in it.
With intricate patterns and hundreds of tiny, repetitive lines, consistency is crucial to make your design look like it's sewn into your canvas's skin.
Wait, what?
I love sewing other people's skin, so that's not a problem.
It is grandma's patterns.
What are you looking to get?
Cross-stitch T-Rex on my shin.
Ooh.
I don't know how you're gonna do a cross-stitch T-Rex. It has a lot of details, and if you don't hit it right, you're not gonna be able to tell what it is.
I would like a colorful cross-stitch Gothic fairy on my ribs up to my breast.
We are for sure getting that. T-Rex.
On a shin.
Ash.
It's not happening. He's not getting color, and he's not getting on his shin. He just doesn't know it yet.
Jake.
Okay, the ribs. This is someone they hate. Ashley?
Hi. This is not going to be good. I can't believe I have an entire Gothic fairy to knit on the ribs. So you want, it was a goth fairy?
Yeah.
Yep.
Invoking darkness.
Yep.
But a protector, you know, some sort of sword. I'd like her to have a corset on.
The canvas wants so many elements in a cross-stitch pattern. How do I get all those tiny details? My mind, for the most part, goes to black and gray.
I appreciate the talent it takes to do black and gray, but I really prefer color.
And so you're thinking ribs?
Yeah, like right where I have my hand.
Dead set on that spot?
Yes.
I got royally screwed over by the men.
cross-hatching flames, I don't know if they're gonna look like flames.
I would put like an outline on it, fairly solid, and then I would cross stitch like depth.
Oh, see, I don't want to do that. So I am not no cross-hatch master.
5 hours left, guys. 5 more hours.
I just want to make sure it's legible. I'd rather not finish a tattoo than do a bad tattoo on you.
I spent so much time drawing that I'm the last person to start tattooing.
You ready?
Yep.
Either I'm gonna have to make my tattoo look kind of sloppy to get it done, or potentially not finish it at all.
I wonder if you did, like underneath where the grass is, like if you did like little cross stitches to kind of give you a little bit more cross stitching.
Her one eye, is it kind of a little wonky? I think she got punched in the eye.
It's incredibly difficult to do faces even on perfect skin when they're this tiny. We're definitely gonna be going in with more grays just to work on that. The fact that I'm having trouble with the skin also is just making it super difficult to render.
I'm putting as little cross stitch as humanly possible. What else do I do to make it cross hatchy?
Make it to be 60% cross stitch, 40% dinosaur. And so if that means kind of coming up the side and adding some to the side to kind of help give you more cross hatchings.
I'm nervous about making a mistake with something that I really don't understand how to do it.
I don't really care. 60-40, I'm gonna be honest. Are some of your people just not grasping cross stitch? See?
Looks like you delivered some badass like I asked for.
Good.
I like that. Thank you very much.
No problem.
I dig it.
Good, I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm worried. You sat like shit and had that old guy skin that flaked off every time I wiped it.
That's the worst.
So I was like, all right,
the worst.
This was a backfire. Jake's in trouble.
Is he really?
If that doesn't go home, I'm gonna be pissed.
Today, you had to prove your consistency by creating a cross-stitch tattoo. Jake.
Judging consistency, this tattoo is beat. Just that color that's put in the fire and that outline around the fire, not super tight, not super solid. The shading in the skull looks real choppy. And then these X's, man, are out of control. No pattern, no consistency, totally wild.
Ashley.
I know that the things in the background are supposed to be wings, but the top looks like some sort of cityscape, and her chest and midriff looks like some sort of weird digitized censoring.
Her face is rough. The shading that you do in this, you really give her a black eye.
Yeah, the face was super tiny, and that was really just difficult to do.
Who drew it?
I did.
Correct. If you have a bad way about you going in, you're not ending well.
Ash.
Oh, damn it.
Just get it over with.
Y'all look really nice today.
What was the outburst about?
I think I just didn't necessarily understand the cross stitching.
Fishnet mouth.
That's not what the challenge was.
If you're setting out to do a perfect black and gray tattoo and then tattoo a grid over it, so be it, but let them both be perfect. You have a lot of tonality. And doing these really long lines, when you pull those lines, the line next to it wavers. You have inconsistencies in both sides.
I think I've sweat in places I didn't know you could sweat. So there's that.
Today, you were being tested on consistency. Based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines. Duffy, why did the men's team vote Ash to the bottom?
Ash had more issues with just like understanding the challenge.
I tried my best. Once I started, I realized that maybe I should have been doing the X's, but it was already too late. So I just made a judgment call.
If the lines in your tattoo were smooth, clean, straight, and solid, and the shading in your dinosaur was nice and beautiful and clean, you would not be in the bottom. That is not the case.
I don't feel like it was super difficult, even with the T-Rex, to make that look cross-stitched. With mine, I'd rather attempt to do the style that was asked for than not finish it at all.
What I see with this more than anything is the part that you tattooed as a comfortable, normal style of tattooing, which is the skull. It just gets away from you. And that, for me, is the bummer. People that have tattooed strong, and because you get thrown something that you're not comfortable with, everything goes with it.
This is not normally what any of my black and gray work looks like. I think just the overall request and what I had to work with was really difficult.
The application is rough, the look is rough, the interpretation is off.
I definitely tried my best with this.
The X's that are in the fairy are a hell of a lot cleaner than what's in his bandana. The cross-stitching in his hat or whatever it is in his chili pepper is jacked. There's no real X's that are in there. There's V's and there's single lines and what have you.
To me, that's the one that is most legible.
The safest.
Yes. The one that's the most confusing to understand, concept and design-wise, is Ashley.
I also will be voting for Ashley.
The judges have decided. Ashley, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
Your canvas and this challenge really got the best of you.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Please pack your machines and close shop. Today, you must tattoo outer space.
Dude, I'm totally freaking out. I've never tattooed space before, and there is no beginning or end to space in general. I don't know how I'm gonna pull this off.
Outer space itself is the ultimate darkness, but objects in space are visible because they're either creating light or reflecting light. Without contrast between light and dark, your tattoo will be unrecognizable.
Deep space is black, and achieving contrast is really tough. You need to be really creative, or it's going to be a blobby blur.
I'm looking for a new school solar system, lower throat, chest.
Lower throat where? Like?
So I could hide it with a dress shirt, just like right around the collarbone here.
I better not get that. Like I will quit. I really don't want the chest. It's a hard place to tattoo. The skin inflames really, really easy.
Gia.
Knew it. Of course you would. You boys, man.
You are dead to me.
I know.
What's your critique? Once I get all my white in.
I think if you pull it into like a peachy yellow.
Peachy yellow in there?
For the highlight? Yeah.
I am not that big a fan of Gia's idea.
I think Gia bit off way more than she could chew.
I'm worried about my technical skills in this tattoo because the chest is a tricky area to tattoo. You get a lot of inflammation. The skull picks are definitely screwing me over.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is it. Time's up, machines down. No more ink.
It's great. I love the planet. Perfect.
Team Peck, today you had to show contrast by tattooing outer space. And Team Nunez, you will serve as the jury of peers. Gia, your canvas wanted a new school design?
Yes.
How did you guys arrive at this?
I've never done space before, so I thought I was doing something that was out of the box.
I like the digital concept. The tattooing is where it's rough. A lot of the precision, the really straight, strong, clean outlining that you need to make this design work is what you're missing.
And not only do you have sketchy line work, you actually just see some of the squares aren't square, some of the lines don't line up.
Chests are hard to tattoo, and I lost some of my stencil.
If you can't do a clean tattoo every time, it's gonna hurt you.
All right, we're the jury of peers, and we're here to decide who has the worst tattoo of the day.
Gia's tattoo, I feel like she missed the mark on basic stuff that shouldn't even be talked about.
Opposite. Can you really put Boneface next to Gia and say that he's a better tattooer?
I love the idea and the concept of making it look really digital and pixelated, but when you do that, you shouldn't be able to see the lines in your squares, and if you do, they should at least be straight.
But she is an artist, and she can fix her mistakes.
Leaving the personal at home, my first mind is just technical.
Personal.
The first thing is technical ability, and if Gia's lacking there, then that should be gone. At this point, none of us should have technical application problems.
But none of us should be bad artists either.
Today, you tattooed outer space. And based on your work, one of you will close shop. Team Nunez, why did you vote Gia to the bottom?
Technical application. That was the main reason. We think it was a cool idea. She just didn't execute it as well as she should have.